NFL tonight, the Bengals host the Steelers at 8:15, but could be missing a key piece. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reported All-Pro pass rusher Trey Hendrickson is expected to miss tonight's game. AP midseason All-American teams announced today Ohio State linebacker Arvell Reese, safety Caleb Downs, wideout Jeremiah Smith, defensive lineman Caden McDonald, and Caden Curry were named AP midseason All-Americans. On the ice, Blue Jackets host the Avalanche at 7. Forward Cam Atkinson will be honored for his retirement after 13 seasons. Game 3 of the NLCS at 6:08. Brewers visit the Dodgers at 6:08, who lead by 2-0. Game 4 of the ALCS at 8:33. Mariners host Toronto Blue Jays up 2-1. This update sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations all month. Call 844-346-1800.
The following is intended for immature audiences only. There's no such thing as a radio rating system. But if there were, this show would be rated O as in... Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the Crazy Soundboard.
Hola.
I'm Dennis Farina.
So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56, and is that correct? Walk.
You little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Thursday. Welcome in. Hello, good, clean boy.
Hello, man. Here we go on a lovely Thursday. How you doing today?
Oh, fantastic. Because Teddy's back today. Took the day off yesterday. How you doing, Ted?
I'm doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
What'd you do yesterday, Teddy? Anything fun?
I did go to Penn Station. Got a nice cheesesteak sub.
Ooh. I thought you were going to say you went to Penn State.
Penn Station.
What are you doing?
I went
Just
to
getting the scene, just
went to
checking out how it is.
interview for James Franklin's job.
Now, let me ask you a question. If we're talking about that type of place, I know there's other places like one-off places like Wario's. They do just a fantastic steak sandwich, okay?
Oh, Wario's is one of the best eating experiences in this town.
But if we're talking about like a Cheney type of place, it's been around a while, would you go Penn Station or would you go Charlie's?
Great question.
Because it's Penn Station for me.
I do. I like Penn Station's cold cut sandwiches. I like their Italians. They're good. But
Yeah,
I think
that's fine,
I
but-
think if I am going for a cheesesteak, I might lean Charlie's.
I'm going there for a hot sandwich.
I think I'm going Charlie's there for the steak. Very solid.
If I'm going cold sandwich, I'm going to Jersey Mike's or something else. Jimmy John's.
You wouldn't do a Penn Station?
I mean, I'm sure it's
For
good.
cold sandwich? They're really good.
But
I like them.
I wouldn't. No, if I'm going there, it's because I want a greasy, oniony cheesesteak.
When was the last time you went to Penn Station? It's been at least a year for me. I can't remember what their bread is like for the cheesesteak. The bread really makes it.
It
needs to be a
sops
thick,
up the grease.
dense. Yeah.
No, but it's not too dense. It's good.
Okay.
It's a good bread.
It's good. I got to tell you, I want to know when was the last
Grinders?
time. Grinders? Like a WG Grinders?
Yeah.
Those are
No,
those
the
could
strip
be
club
good.
grinders. They got a fantastic sandwich there.
Gruden's Grinders.
Mm-mm.
Guys, it's a grinder. No, I got to ask you, when was the last time you had just such a vivid dream? Because
Every night of my life.
you're a vivid dreamer every single night? Not me.
Nightmares every day of my life. The worst dreams you've ever had, I have them every night.
You have nightmares every night, and you remember them for the next half hour after you wake up, and you can sort of like recall. That's what I'm talking about.
No, sometimes
You have good
I
recall.
do. What, did you have one last night about WG Grinders?
No, I didn't have a nightmare because I do have recurring nightmares. I've talked about those, but last night I had a good dream, and that's I can't say
Sexy
how
time?
often. No, not sexy time. Almost like sexy time. Playing golf with the Golden Bear at Muirfield Village.
Oh, yeah.
I was.
How you doing?
Yes, I'm out there, and it was a special invite. It was almost like the world just sort of opened up to me, and it said, like, I know, like, we haven't been able to accommodate every single media round that we've had throughout the years, but, you know, we got an opportunity for you to come on out, you know, just you, but we've got, you know, a member and possibly a couple of very special guests that'll be able to show you around the club.
And Jack was one of them?
And play. And as I'm out there, you know, I'm just sort of, I'm taking in the drive. I'm heading through the little
station at the front of the club.
The
where
gate,
the gates
the
open
guard,
up, and the very friendly gentleman.
Keep out the riffraff.
Who's been there for years. Oh, hello, Tim. How you doing? Just head on up there. I think someone's going to be very excited to see you today. But, head to the driving range, get warmed up, head into the clubhouse. Feel free to grab an open locker, anything you want. And I'm driving up, and my silver Murano is just glistening in the morning sunshine, and the dew is on the grass. And I head up there. I get into the locker room. I'm enjoying myself. I'm just saying, man, this is going to be a special day. Hit some balls, chip and putt a little bit.
Yep.
And I go to the range after the short game area, and I'm hitting some 3-woods. I'm like going through my progression. And I start to hit my driver, and then the bear himself.
Yeah.
Just sort of.
Hey, how you doing there, good clean boy?
It's just sort of like a shadow.
First time, long time. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, and Jack, I was almost stunned. Like I'm not really stunned to be around many like celebrity/athletes. I've even interviewed Jack before. Like that, I've been able to do that, and that's sort of a pinch myself bucket list.
That sticks in his memory too.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure Jack's
all his accomplishments. No, don't you dare!
Oh, what a good clean boy!
Don't you dare steal my Jack! All right?
It was my dream.
No, I don't care.
It was my dream.
That's my impersonation.
Don't you know that your voice was Jack Nicklaus?
Of course it was.
Your voice.
Of course it was.
But he was him in his current state. It wasn't younger Jack. It was current Jack Nicklaus. But he's showing me actual technical tips on how to hit my driver. Do you think you could, like Jack, he came up to me and you kind of, moved my left foot.
Yeah, let me get behind you here.
What am I doing, Jack?
Press my bulge up against your thigh.
I want to make sure that I'm getting my weight transferred from my right side to my left side, so I can get a more consistent
Put
driver.
Your hands on top of my hands.
Yeah. I want to get
how to do it.
I want to get the grip right,
Gotta
Jack.
caress your shaft.
I know you want to have that right hand position just right on the top of the shaft.
I know you're a left-hand guy. You like to do the stranger for personal time.
Right. I need my right hand to be strong here.
In this case, you need your right hand to be the dominant hand.
Yes, that's good. That's good advice. I need to bring that right hand through at impact. Make sure I'm getting that club face square, and I'm hitting shot after shot, and the Golden Bear is watching me, and I'm piping these drives out into the middle of the beautiful driving range, and it was just gorgeous. It was the perfect dream.
Sounds like a great dream.
And then he said,
you woke up with a Woody.
He said how we need to be getting over towards the tee now because we're about to start, and Gary's going to be playing with us.
Ooh, Gary Player?
I said Gary. He said Gary Player.
Absolutely.
And then when we drove the cart up, he was waiting at the first tee, and he said, "Hello, Tim. Wonderful to be playing with you today."
I couldn't believe it. That's the worst Gary Player.
I got the Golden Bear. I got the Black Knight. Who else? Is there some kind of white tiger? Someone nicknamed that? No.
Siegfried and Roy came out with their white tiger.
It was actually
Hello, Timothy.
It was a white Tiger Woods.
Now it's the second part of your dream. Shower time.
And we teed off on number 1, and I hit one down the right side of the fairway, and then I came to my senses. I woke up, and that was that. And I said, man, put me back in that dream.
That was a good dream, huh?
Jack and Gary.
Not Jack and Dick, though.
Those are different guys entirely.
I understand that.
You don't have the thing ready
Where
to play.
is this? You know what? It's all.
If you're going to say that,
I know.
Have your finger on the button.
I'm sorry. Here it is.
Jack and Dick.
You're right.
Boy, that was really underwhelming.
No, it's horrible. You know what's funny about my dreams about the radio station?
I think I know. Is there a certain radio villain that's in all of them?
No. Every dream is at the old building. It's never in this building.
Well, this building sucks.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is we've been in this building for 5 years now.
Something different is broken every day. The other day, I walked past the kitchenette and it just smelled like ass.
We got sewer problems in here.
Sewage problems.
Yeah, we got drain flies and sewer problems. One of the drain flies landed on my pee-pee when I was trying to go to the bathroom.
No, it didn't.
It did. It landed on my pee-pee. I had to shoo it away. Almost missed the toilet entirely. Took me by surprise.
Maybe if you had some better hygiene down there, it wouldn't land on it.
Had nothing to do with the hygiene. It needed a place to rest.
Tip for you, use conditioner. Whenever your whole routine is done, finish off with some conditioner. Make it nice and tingly.
Teddy, do you You get your bottom half all tingly in the shower with the conditioner? Is that something you do?
No,
No, I haven't done that either.
It's one of those things you discover by accident. Because I can't wear my glasses in the shower. So, like, I have to know, like, by color code and what the bottles are. And
I was going to say, you can't even recognize your own schlong in the shower?
No, not that. I'm talking about, like, making sure it's, like, the body wash, the shampoo,
What
the
is
conditioner.
that, my belly button or my wiener?
Sometimes I actually reach for the nair, and then I shampoo the hair and all that. No, that's a bad mistake.
Yeah, it was a good start to the show, wasn't it?
No.
I watched a little something last night, had me very excited. I did not dream about it, though. I wish I did. I'll tell you about that. Plus, Jackets time tonight. Very special game tonight. We'll chat about it next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Thanks for those lovely images. I think I need to wash my mind. We've got a disabled vehicle that's blocking the right lane if you're on southbound Cleveland Avenue at Bellavia Avenue. Also, watch out for an accident that's on Groveport Road at Gender Road, causing some delay there. This report is sponsored by AAA Tire and Auto Service. October is Car Care Month. Visit your local AAA Tire and Auto Service location and save $40 on any repair of $150 or more. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer valid October 1st through October 31st. See store for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Hydrate Me Med Spa. Next level wellness, 5-star IV and aesthetic treatments. Look great, feel great. 4 locations in Central Ohio. Book your drip at HydrateMeMedSpa.com.
Hey guys, it's Bobby Carpenter here. Are you feeling low energy, trouble focusing, less interest in the things you used to enjoy? How about this? Less strength. It could be low testosterone. Affinity Whole Health is offering free labs to check your testosterone levels. These labs, they're normally $99, but in the month of October, they are free. Sign up now at feelgreatcolumbus.com. Learn why I and thousands of other men trust the experts at Affinity Whole Health. Go to feelgreatcolumbus.com and feel like yourself again.
Treat yourself to a new ride from Coughlin Chevrolet. Lease a new 26 Chevy Trailblazer or 25 Trax, $189 a month. New 26 Chevy Equinox, $239 a month. Or a new 26 Silverado, just $369 a month. Visit CoughlinChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Coughlin has the car.
36-month lease with $39.99 due at signing, plus tax, title, and license. 10,000 miles per year, 25 cents per mile over. See dealer for details. Ends 10/31/25.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and pen cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
At Giant Eagle, we're helping bring the holiday magic home. Because your get-togethers bring everyone together. Because you make the holidays feel like the holidays. Because nothing beats free. From October 16th to November 6th, spend $350 and earn a free turkey on your next visit. Redeem through November 30th. Giant Eagle. Because it matters. Must scan My Perks loyalty card to earn and redeem. Restrictions apply. Visit gianteagle.com for details.
Everybody poops. Everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody. We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of the biggest reasons people get new windows, Wilson, is that old windows make for an uncomfortable house with crazy high roller coaster energy bills.
Leslie, people love being uncomfortable on roller coasters. The ups, the downs, the gurgling in your stomach because you had 5 corn dogs before getting on.
Did that happen to you, Wilson?
What? No.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home. at PellaColumbus.com.
T-Bone and Tybus.
The Browns haven't had a Super Bowl window since
Bernie Kosar?
Yeah, I was going to say the 80s, the 90s.
Talked to Bernie
It's been a long time. Hope you didn't talk about any bets.
T-Bone and Tybus Mornings on the Fan is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at ONNradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
With Amazon Business, smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey, there's Central Ohio. Will warm up through the 50s and into the 60s by lunchtime and stay in the 60s this afternoon. Plenty of sunshine, clear skies tonight. Could see a little patchy frost by early Friday. We'll see temperatures back in the 60s Friday as clouds increase. We'll be near 80 Saturday before showers and storms return for Sunday. That's your latest 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Common Man's wife would rather bang her head up against a wall instead of listening to this show. Timmy's wife is banging the milkman. This is Man and Timmy.
Hey, please subscribe to the podcast of this stupid show. It's available wherever you get your podcast. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast is brought to you by our friends Care Heating and Cooling. Got a big program today around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg coming up at 3:30. We have not talked to him since James Franklin was fired, so of course we'll do that.
Lot to catch up with.
Too Hot with Teddy at 4:30, our favorite segment of the week. Teddy plays us sound that we've never heard before, and then we react to that sound.
And he ran into a little bit of a work hurdle last couple of days, too, because we have this program. We call it here behind the scenes the skimmer or the logger because it skims the entire radio station 24 hours a day. We can go behind a little login wall and select FM or AM or HD3 and pull any piece of audio that we might need. But like all things, there can sometimes be technical difficulties and files can be corrupted. And there was at least a good day or two.
That's still not working.
Scratchy audio.
It's still not working?
It's still down?
So I had to get audio from our YouTube.
Consider this.
channel.
Consider this the ticket, the IT ticket.
Oh, yeah.
Live
they're
on
listening.
the air. We got no logger. We need it.
And why do we use such a thing? Because when I say something inappropriate and someone complains, Fish has to go back in the logger and listen to it.
You know what? Keep it corrupted.
You should have said a whole bunch of corrupted
down.
things the last few days because.
Well, you said it's still not working,
There's
right?
no record of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
so
happened.
we can make this one of the best shows yet.
I mean, I don't know if you heard the show yesterday. We did do like 20 minutes on pubic wigs. So
yeah,
and then we followed it up with a segment on the Virgin Mary.
Well, you got to.
It is on YouTube.
You got to be more specific when you say pubic wigs because you make it sound like we're making a wig to put on your head made out of pubic hair.
What's the problem with that?
Well,
if somebody's follically challenged up there, but
I think they do have treatments like that. I think that might be a thing. But that's not. But well, you got no other hair. Well, you can take back hair, put it on your head. Guess you got to get the hairs to start from something. It might be a little scraggly, but it's better than nothing.
No, I don't think it is better than nothing. I think I'd rather have nothing than have a pube hair transplant. What's the matter with you? They don't do that.
No, I don't.
You're out of your damn mind.
I don't want a pube hair transplant.
I think you do.
I'd rather shave my head as well.
All right, Too Hot with Teddy coming up at 4:30. I watched something last night, Timmy. I don't know if you caught any of it. The Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Oh, I seen a couple of clips.
And
I think I know who you're going to talk about.
Angel Reese. Was on the fashion show. I'll tell you what, she's okay.
Very nice.
What happened? My whole system's broken now. I can't play any sound.
What's going on now?
It's all broken. Got nothing.
It's done?
I got warning labels here.
Zeta!
Says no playback available.
Could you just tell me what you were trying to play?
Chubby time.
In that instance, okay.
I'm lost now.
Chubby time!
I don't have my props.
Right.
I'm like Carrot Top trying to do a regular set.
What about Gallagher? Can I bring in a watermelon?
Can I smash your head like a watermelon? My God.
You're telling me we're just going to have to talk?
Did you say? Thank you, Teddy. Did you see the Angel Reese?
Yeah.
Ooh,
she was where she did I saw just one clip of her doing a catwalk. I think SportsCenter even put that out on their Instagram.
Why wouldn't you?
And she's wearing
it's a big event.
The Angel Wings, the very name that she's named.
Angel.
Yeah. Angel.
I was not having angelic thoughts. I'll tell you that.
I don't think that was the intent. That's the irony of the situation.
See if I can get it working now.
Excuse me.
See, now it works. It's not what I wanted. It's a sneeze. Maybe it was a sneeze. Who knows? Maybe it was something else.
There was sneezing.
Mm-hmm. Jackets tonight. Jackets and Avalanche. Elvis in goal. That news was broken this morning on T-Bone and Tyvis because Dean Evison joined the show. So Elvis tonight. They are also honoring Cam Atkinson tonight. He signed his one-day contract today. He retires officially as a member of the Columbus Blue Jackets. So a nice little ceremony for him tonight.
This is...
And you need to win.
You got to win this game, and you want your special teams to be... You need them to be good. What we've seen in the first 3 games, I understand. It's a very, very short sample size, but you cannot have a penalty kill that is operating like that. And I know we talked to Rimmer yesterday, and I asked him that question. He said, well, stay out of the box. But, I mean, at the same time, what I didn't get a chance to have as a rebuttal, you're going to take some penalties. Like, that's a part of hockey.
Right.
You're going to take some penalties. You cannot be giving up a power play goal every other kill. It just is not sustainable. I don't think it's going to last for them, but they weren't great last year. So it is something that you got to watch for improvement. If there was any spot on this hockey team where I would have been a little bit skeptical, it would have been the blue liners outside of our first line with Z and Fabro. So we shall see. Big game. You want to do it with Cam Atkinson in town, and I'm cool with Elvis getting in between the pipes. This is an ongoing thing. These guys are going to push each other. Jet and Elvis here to start.
Coverage starts 6:30. Puck drops 7 o'clock right here on the Fan. Browns and Steelers have apparently filed grievances with the Players Association about the playing service in Pittsburgh last weekend. We talked about it. Grass was terrible.
Awful.
Just chunks flying up all over the place. I actually agree with Ben Roethlisberger on something. Ben Roethlisberger has his podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Maybe Rapist with Ben Roethlisberger.
Maybe so.
Maybe. I don't know.
You'll never find out.
I don't know. But he said there's one solution to this. You want to improve the field over at Acrisure, whatever the hell we call it, stadium?
Yeah. It's not shit. It's Acrisure.
No, that's Rutgers.
Yeah, that's Rutgers. That's on the other state.
Evict Pitt. Stop having football games there on Saturdays.
Evict Pitt.
And then expecting the playing surface to hold up for Sunday. And it's stupid.
That game that they just played, Pitt wasn't even home the night before. How about that?
No, but it's
that bad. I know it's
been
overused.
torn up.
It's overused.
And they were going to resod it after the game on Sunday anyway, but you have to understand that's not an appropriate playing surface. You got to resod that thing last week.
Apparently, you have to do it every single week for it to be up to standards. The fact it's a disservice to Pitt just as much as it's a disservice to the Steelers. And I mean, obviously, when you're talking about sports in Pittsburgh, nothing takes a backseat to the Steelers when it comes to football in that town. And I was actually talking about this with my neighbor today, whose daughter just finished up at Pitt, and we were talking about the athletic campuses there and how this all went down. This was back around the turn of the century when Three River got torn down, and then they tore down Pitt Stadium. You remember the Buckeyes had a couple of iconic days in the mid-'90s. That's where Terry Glenn at Old Pitt Stadium went nuclear. And you talk about some of the best receivers ever. He went from walk-on to a Biletnikoff winner. He had the 254 yards receiving and 4 touchdowns. They put up 50 in one of those games at Pitt. They put up 60 in another one of those. They tore that down, and then they built a brand new Pitt basketball arena back then on the site of the old college stadium. So that was done. And then they were building Hines, and that was, I think, Allegheny County. It's like everyone. It's either the city or the county owns it. And they signed the Steelers and Pitt to a 30-year lease. So it's coming up here in 2030. So maybe that's the next out that they have, but I would say, yes, fully agree. They got to do something. You can't have the football teams sharing that place. It's too much.
Pitt doing? Pitt's 4-2.
They're the most meh football program in existence.
Beat Florida State.
That's not bad. It's not bad.
Beat Florida State, lost to Louisville and West Virginia.
But what's Pat Narduzzi done there?
Oh, Pat Narduzzi says he can win the Big Ten every single year.
He does talk a lot, doesn't he?
He said, hey, man, if Pitt were in the Big Ten, we'd compete for a championship every single year.
Pitt's like Minnesota, wouldn't you say? He's 76-58. He had one 11-win season back in 2021, but he's living in between 6 and 8 wins, an occasional 9. That's what they are. They're the most meh program that we have.
We got baseball. Jays took it to the Mariners last night. Game 4 is tonight at 8:30. I thought when Seattle jumped out to a 2-0 lead last night on that home run, that place is going crazy. I thought, well, that's done.
Yeah. Credit the Blue Jays.
That's done. Blue Jays fought their way back and really just blew them out last night. And then
they stay in it.
The Brew looking to poke their head up above the water. Game 3 tonight in L.A. That's the early game. That's 6 o'clock. So anyway, they got to win, obviously, that game.
Another big sports night here. And we're getting close to the convergence where October becomes such a sneaky good sports month, too. I don't remember who it was, but it was a tweet last week just claiming that this is the best sports month that we're going to get. Just because there is something for everybody. All 4 of the major North American sports are up and running. Baseball is having its crescendo where you head to the World Series.
Well, obviously, it's
and then
better
you
if
get
your
NHL
team
and
is
NBA
in it.
Well, yes, right. But I mean, if you're just a neutral baseball fan, maybe this is the only time of the year where you even do check in. If you are a fan of a crappy team and you're not watching, the monotony of the 162 games, you check in to see how it's winding down. And then you get NHL, NBA starting up, college basketball gets the exhibition games. That's about to start up. You got the AP poll coming out. And college football is going into such a big month. So that's heating up too.
A lot has happened in the last week. A lot to catch up with Adam Rittenberg about. Or with, whatever the hell I was going to say. James Franklin gets fired, potentially $2.5 billion funneling into the Big Ten. We'll talk about it 2 minutes from now. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a couple-minute holdup due to an accident that's on East Broad Street between Lancaster Avenue and Wagoner Road. And there's a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority. Is water seeping into your basement? Are your basement walls cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement waterproofing experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War, by High Bank Distillery. Drink local, drink High Bank.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
An evening with Larry the Cable Guy.
I've known a guy ever gone from Nutrisystem commercials to heartburn medication.
Friday, February 20th, Mershon Auditorium. On sale now, online at Ticketmaster.com.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
If people think your garage door is decorated for Halloween all year round, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Common Man and Timmy present Around the Big Ten with ESPN's Adam Rittenberg.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys. For all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs, contact the Roofing Guys at theroofingguys.com.
Our guy Adam Rittenberg covers all things college football for ESPN. He joins us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Adam, hello, my friend. Quite an eventful week so far.
Absolutely. It started on Sunday, and the game day is just around the corner. So a lot going on in the college football world, especially in the Big Ten.
Well, let's sort of talk about the James Franklin situation, the Penn State situation, because there's going to be more than one question we talk about him. But how surprised are you that it's unfolded like this? I mean, less than 6 months ago, this guy is winning 2 playoff games, getting all sorts of preseason hype about winning the national championship potentially. They had that tight game against Oregon that could have gone either way. And now a few weeks later, they're looking for a new head coach. How surprised were you of the timing of all of this?
Right. So I think I kind of went from being completely surprised to not so surprised to then coming back to, yeah, it's surprising. And just because, for the reason that you stated, you don't see this. We've really never seen this. A coach that had his team in the playoff, in the same calendar year, a play away from the national championship game, is suddenly out of work. And it happened quickly, but I think the thing that Penn State has said, and I've heard this behind the scenes as well, is when you zoom out and you ask yourself, would he have been the guy to get this on track to win a national championship? And the answer was no. Why wait? Why wait till the end of the season? Why wait until next season or the year after? If you believe in your heart, for various reasons, that he's not going to get it done when they've invested the way they have, and bringing it back to your area, make no mistake, Ohio State's investment last year and seeing them ultimately pay off on that with a national championship, and then what Penn State did in the offseason, there are a lot of parallels. Penn State keeps its draft-eligible seniors. Penn State adds a notable coordinator from Ohio State in Jim Knowles. Penn State has given this guy everything he needs. Why can't he get it done? And obviously with the third loss of the season, second to an unranked opponent, it was very clear they were not winning a national championship this year, or in their minds ever, under James Franklin, which led to the decision to fire him on Sunday.
All right, so I know Penn State and Michigan, too, are a reason for this, but I'm sure, Adam, you've been having these discussions with your friends and colleagues. It's being made out that the SEC is just so much better than Big Ten football right now. How do you see it with the teams that the Big Ten does have thriving right now?
Well, I think there is more depth in terms of playoff contenders in the SEC, but I also wonder if that depth is going to be whittled away here in short order. Missouri takes its first loss. Vanderbilt takes its first loss. Now Vanderbilt and LSU play each other on Saturday in Nashville. The loser of that game, it's hard to say that they're a playoff team. And so the number is going to be reduced. I still think arguably the 2 best teams in the country reside in the Big Ten, in Ohio State and Indiana, and you can't laugh at that anymore. Indiana, what do they have to do to be talked about in the same breath as Ohio State and Alabama? You could maybe laugh at it last year and dismiss it and brush it off. You can't do that and be a knowledgeable college football person in 2025. So, yes, does the Big Ten, are they hurt by the fact Penn State is down? Yes. Michigan losing its second game, although maybe USC is for real. They have a huge opportunity this weekend, albeit the game at Notre Dame, to validate themselves as maybe a fringe playoff contender. Same with Nebraska, same with Washington. So it may not be the group of teams that we all thought it would be in the Big Ten, namely Penn State, but it still could be a big enough group to have a good representation in the playoff. But the SEC drumbeat is certainly starting with Ole Miss and Georgia, Alabama, and Texas and others in that conference.
Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg here on The Fan. Let's talk about a couple teams that you just mentioned. Indiana's hosting Michigan State, coming off that huge victory at Oregon last week. Nebraska on Friday night is at Minnesota, which seems like a game that they would lose. But again, they've cracked the top 25 now. Momentum is starting to build, and it's just around this time of year that it gets ripped away, usually. Matt Rule and Kurt Cignetti, both guys that have been rumored for that Penn State job. Do you think when it's all said and done, one of them takes it?
I think it's quite possible. One subplot of the Penn State search that we all have to realize is, can they wait on a playoff coach? Are they okay? Especially, and we're talking about mainly Kurt Cignetti here, who, again, I don't see not making the playoff this year. What if he gets to the semifinals? What if he is in the national championship game? Are you waiting that long to get a yes or no answer from him? Or would you lean more towards maybe a program like Nebraska, which is less likely to make the playoff or to advance in the playoff? But I think that's one part of this. Those two make a lot of sense to me. I think Matt Campbell at Iowa State makes sense. I think they're going to take some big swings, Marcus Freeman and potentially and others. Again, that's another coach who might be in the playoffs. So it's going to be interesting to see who they end up with. But I think what they've said in their firing of James Franklin and where they see themselves going is, we don't want to bring in someone to build this. We feel like it's built and that we can compete for a national championship as early as the 2026 season.
Adam Rittenberg is with us. Adam, I'm looking at this game in Ann Arbor this weekend, and you're thinking like all those SEC teams that are kind of down the list that get to be ranked. What about a Washington? They're 5-1. They win this, they're absolutely ranked. And Damon Williams, he had the game of games against Rutgers. I mean, I know you saw that, over 400 yards passing and 130 rushing. He looked like a guy that could get himself into Heisman contention if he keeps stacking games like that. But big opportunity for the Huskies.
Huge. And, again, they're the one that's traveling eastward, and they did that a couple of times last year, and it didn't go well for them. So, how do they perform against a clearly vulnerable Michigan team that had really no answers? Their defense had no answers for USC's offense last week. USC piling up yards and points against Michigan. That has to be exciting for DeMond and his teammates. He was a guy that Washington coaches were really excited about coming into the year. They got him a chance to start games at the end of last year against good opponents like Oregon and Louisville, and it's really paid off. And he's the type of dynamic quarterback that can take over a game. I'm curious how Washington plays defensively against a Michigan offense that's vulnerable. They weren't great against Rutgers, I thought. They kept points off the board, but Rutgers went up and down the field on them. So this could end up being a higher scoring game, with two quarterbacks in Damon Williams and Bryce Underwood going at it, and we'll see which one is better. But it's a massive opportunity for Washington to continue to get more national attention ahead of some other big games. Illinois next week at home, Oregon coming into Seattle. They have some really exciting opportunities, even after losing to Ohio State on their home field, that are coming up at home.
Professional sports leagues have opened themselves up to private equity money, and now we're reading stories about how $2.5 billion could be coming to the Big Ten, but there are certain schools, Michigan, USC, that object to this. Two-parter, do you think that it gets done, and do you think it should get done?
Yeah, I don't think it gets done immediately. I know that the Big Ten and Tony Petitti are certainly pushing and trying to outline how this isn't truly a private equity deal. It's more of a silent investor that would be obviously part of the conference but wouldn't have any say over key decisions. I know that's hard for a lot of people to believe, and some people will never believe it. And you just wonder if all 18 schools at the end of the day will say, this is what we want to do. Certainly it makes sense for those schools that might get cut out of a future Super League, but is it going to make sense for Ohio State and for Michigan and for USC and for Penn State and some of the bigger brands in the conference that certainly would be part of any Super League in the sport? You can't exclude those types of schools. So, there's definitely opposition on the Michigan side, USC side. Can they get over that hump? I think we're going to find out just how good of a negotiator Tony Petitti is here.
All right, one more before we leave you. Ohio State's going to Madison this week. I never thought I'd see the day where the Buckeyes were favored by as many as 28.5. I think it's down to 25.5 now. But just speak on how low this Wisconsin football team is right now.
The worst team in the Big Ten. They're one of the worst teams in the Power Four. It's kind of incredible. I mean, we just were so used to Wisconsin. Even their lows were 7-8 win seasons, and you knew who they were from an identity standpoint. You knew how hard they'd play. I mean, you watch that Iowa game; they didn't play very hard, and we're out of the game almost instantaneously. And certainly they've had injuries. They've had some schematic issues, but this program's an absolute mess right now. And, it's very difficult to see, even though, Luke Fickell, I and others celebrated that hire. I thought it was a really exciting move for Wisconsin. Very difficult to see how he continues much longer if this doesn't turn around in performance. And obviously with Ohio State and Oregon coming up next, it's going to be very difficult to see that happening soon.
Adam, we appreciate it, my friend. We'll talk next week.
Okay, sounds good, guys.
Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. We have a very unique NFL matchup this weekend. I'm going to tell you about it next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Watch for traffic backing up due to an accident at the intersection of Groveport Road and Gender Road. There's also a 5-minute delay on southbound 270 on the West Outer Belt between Tuttle Crossing Boulevard and Roberts Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio's Secretary of State. Ohio's election is November 4th, and you have 3 convenient ways to vote: early in-person voting, absentee voting, and voting on Election Day. Find everything you need at voteohio.gov. That's voteohio.gov. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus special rates on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card from BMI Federal Credit Union. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
All the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hi, this is Max with Buckeye Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Winter will be here before you know it, and that means it's time to get your heating and plumbing systems maintained. Our True Comfort membership is designed to keep things in tip-top shape. Thank you for letting us keep your home comfortable and plumbing worry-free. And when you need us,
call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Country music's biggest selling superstar, Luke Combs, presents My Kinda Saturday Night Tour.
Sounds like my kind of Saturday night.
Luke Combs, live in concert in Columbus, playing at Ohio Stadium, Saturday, April 25th, with special guests Dierks Bentley, Ty Myers, Jake Worthington, and Thelma and James. Get tickets this Friday at 10 a.m. at lukecombs.com.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, ooh, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan.
A government shutdown affects everybody. It means missed paychecks for our troops. It means delays for critical services for ordinary Americans. And it disrupts the work Congressman Mike Carey does to deliver results for his constituents. Like voting for the Social Security Fairness Act to get public servants like police, firefighters, and teachers their full Social Security benefits on time and without delay. Mike Carey also voted for a continuing resolution to keep the government open while budget negotiations continue. It passed the House with bipartisan support, but failed to pass the Senate, and the government still shuttered. Congressman Mike Carey urges our senators to put politics aside and reopen our government before innocent Americans are harmed further by the shutdown. To learn more about Congressman Mike Carey's bipartisan efforts to reopen our government, call Congressman Carey's office at 614-927-6902 or visit carey.house.gov. Paid for with official funds from the office of Mike Carey.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could dump all your problems on someone else's back? Well, when you wake up to a clogged drain or a plumbing issue, make that Mr. Rooter's problem.
Call 855-MISTERS today or MrRooter.com.
Call Mr. Rooter. He'll be there quick.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserved by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
With business banking, Tel Ohio Credit Union takes it personally. It's why they are the #1 SBA lender among Ohio credit unions. You are a member, not a number. That's the Tel Ohio difference. Visit telhio.org/business.
Certain restrictions apply. Tel Ohio is open to all in Central and Southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
This is a friendly reminder that hockey is back, and it's awesome. Ice hockey? You're listening to Blue Jackets Week, the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
One has pizza sauce for blood. The other is Rachel Maddow. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Big one for the Jackets tonight. Jackets and Avalanche coverage starts at 6:30. Be listening in the 5 o'clock hour because I have Jackets tickets to give away for this weekend against the Lightning. 5 o'clock hour. Be listening. Ooh. Timmy, we have a very interesting matchup this weekend. And when I say interesting, I mean bad. Tua is going up against Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, baby.
As the Brownies play the Dolphins. It'll be the first time in 19 years that two lefty quarterbacks will go head-to-head.
Really?
The last time that happened was September 17th, 2006. A classic. Buccaneers at the Falcons.
All right, hold on.
Now, I got one of these. It was Mike Vick. I mean, he's the left-handed quarterback for the Falcons.
Don't tell me yet. Don't tell me.
If you know it, I know you cheated. I know you cheated and looked.
Teddy,
There's no way you're going to know this.
You looked? You already looked?
Well, I put the story in there, so I'm fully
yeah,
aware of this guy.
I didn't read on this story.
This guy's still around. He's in the media.
He's in the media.
He shouldn't be.
Buccaneers
but he is.
06. Mark Brunell?
No.
Okay.
Chris Sims.
Chris
Sims had his best day ever, threw for 313 yards, and the Buccaneers beat the Falcons 14-3. Michael Vick had a terrible game. The next year, they sent him to jail for this game. Not for the dog thing. For this.
Didn't the Cardinals coach just have like an interesting comment about that? The Cardinals coach now.
Yes.
It's Coach Gannon. I forget his first name now.
It's not Rich Gannon. It's Jonathan Gannon.
Jonathan Gannon.
Yes, Jonathan Gannon.
Yeah, he was like quality control assistant on that team.
For that Falcons team.
And they asked him, like, hey.
So what was the most challenging
when
thing?
did you know you had to keep your emotions in check?
That's it, yeah.
As a coach. And he said, when our quarterback went to jail in 2007.
It just sort of
and
stunned
the room
everybody.
Was silent.
Yeah, it just stunned everybody in the press conference
room. It was silent, and then the press conference ended.
That was it.
Like the PR guy's like, all right, nothing else for the coach. Okay, bye. Thanks,
why
coach.
Not a little add-on to that? You know, a little bit of a follow-up? Like why?
That's what we call prison time, coach.
That's what we call the dogfight time. That's bad.
So battle of the lefty quarterbacks. I wouldn't show that to prisoners, but Dylan Gabriel and Tua this weekend.
Tua's very sorry now. Tua Tagovailoa very sorry for everything that he done said.
Why is he sorry?
Because
if guys are not showing up when they're supposed to show up, why is he sorry?
Because you get shamed like you do publicly, and
shamed by what?
This is
the
what
losers?
happens in sports. Yeah,
the losers on his team.
We're gonna listen now to Mike McDaniel, who has just had jokes of press conferences lately, Did you hear that there was like 20 seconds a week ago of him just stammering and ahhing about a meeting that he had with Ross, with the owner, and he couldn't even get words out of his mouth. And I saw something. I hate it when I agree with one of our Barstool guys, but this post was from Big Cat, and I fully agreed with it. He posted a picture of a Mike McDaniel press conference. It was likely after their loss this most recent weekend, and it was one off to the side. Someone sitting in like the first row or the second row is taking a picture of Mike McDaniel giving his postgame thoughts. And he says, I'm sorry. This was Big Cat. I'm sorry. You can't wear those pants and be 1-5.
What was wrong with him?
You just can't. You know his pants. He doesn't just have joggers. He has joggers, and then he pulls them up higher and taller.
That's right. He's not
They're
just
like capri pants.
He's not just showing ankle.
Oh, it's
he's
shin.
showing calf
and shin and everything. It was just funny to me.
Character.
It was just funny to me because I completely agreed with it in the moment. Like, Mike, your shtick, like the sunglasses, the chains, you look like you should be doing the show next to me right now, not coaching the Miami Dolphins. That look just doesn't fly when you're not winning any football games.
I think you do have to reach some sort of status in life. You know, we see that now sometimes too, where, you know, some of the younger guys, they come in here, maybe part-time guys, right? And they feel like the same rules apply as someone who's been here for 10 years. And that's not the case.
It's not.
You know, we look at Bill Belichick dressing like an absolute bum.
You got to earn that.
But can I tell you something?
Yeah, you got to earn that.
He didn't start out that way. All right, he won a couple Super Bowls before he started looking like a vagabond.
I think Mike McDaniel needs to go back to wearing suits.
I'm not saying he has to wear a suit.
No,
although I would like to see. Who was the last coach to wear a suit? Was it Mike Nolan with the 49ers?
Yeah, he would wear the tie. I don't know if he would wear the
jacket. He wore a suit and tie. It was a specially made Nike suit.
He had a Nike made
suit? Of like the material, the good material,
like Mizzen and Main material. That's what they specialize
but
in.
It was
stretchy, breathable stuff.
It was pre-Mizzen and Main.
Yeah, that's cool.
Promo code Timmy Hall at Mizzen and Main.
I need to get me a deal for them. That's cool if he got that done from Nike.
I don't necessarily care for him and all his little sayings and his shiny bald head. But it's nice to see PJ Fleck sporting the shirt and tie with the sweater vest.
I think it's not a sweater vest. He's a quarter zip guy. He wears a nice classic, clean, white quarter zip. I think that's a beautiful coach's look. His nice, shiny, bald head, and he's got that pure white quarter zip with the gold tie underneath. I think it's a perfect look. Classy look out of PJ Fleck.
I like it.
Al Golden also wore a tie. Wore a crisp white dress shirt. He would sometimes roll the sleeves up, and he would just wear a straight tie of the color. He was the Miami Hurricanes coach for a while. He'd wear the orange or the green.
Ditka would
tie.
wear a full suit, and then he graduated sweater vest, but shirt and tie.
He would always wear a tie for the most part. Yeah. Like, and we've had other iconic looks. We've had the fedora hat. A lot of coaches used to wear that.
By the way, speaking of the Bears, this entire team, will you just shut up? I root for you, and I find you disgusting. Now, you got a big victory against the Commanders. You took advantage of the Commanders being ouchy and bad in that football game. Instead, the talking point this week for the Bears has been, Troy Aikman was mean to us on the broadcast on Monday Night Football.
I don't even remember it.
Shut up.
I don't even remember it. I guess I was half paying attention.
He's pointing out all the throws that Caleb Williams missed. Yeah, go figure.
That's the job.
I got to tell you, man, we can't win. Because you got Chris Collinsworth on one side. All he does is get on his knees for every single player in the world and gets ripped for it. Troy Aikman actually calls the game as he sees it. Well, you got a guy running wide open down there. Don't know why I didn't throw him the football. Why are you so negative? Because he's seeing things. I got to hear Ben Johnson talk about it. You're a first-year head coach. You've done jack squat. Why is this a talking point? Caleb Williams, stats don't lie, buddy. You're the most inaccurate quarterback in the NFL when it comes to missing open wide receivers.
Yeah, he's the first Bears quarterback ever to start the season with 200-yard passing games with at least one touchdown pass.
Good for him. That's a long list of suck. A garbage list of quarterbacks. And so far, you're doing all right. All right. The reality is you won that game because the Commanders couldn't figure out how to stop a screen pass for 70 yards.
I just can't believe you don't like Chris Collinsworth being all excited about Patrick Mahomes every weekend.
I like Troy Aikman's analysis, or analysis, as I like to call it. Analysis.
They paid a lot of money to get Buck and Troy Aikman. It's a good team.
Because he actually looks at the play and says, oh, actually, here's what the play should have been. And instead of, I got to tell you, this guy is so good.
Yeah, they definitely are monitoring his load.
And Collinsworth did go through a phase. I remember it was a years-long phase where people would say the same things. You'd get players that were griping and
I can't
what's
believe
this guy saying about
you're
us?
actually pointing things out on the broadcast that you see.
They're doing Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football. They're going to be critical.
You're 3-2. Cool off on the victory lap, you bums. All right, Ryan Day with his radio show today. Ryan Day doesn't do the victory lap, and he's earned it. You will hear from the coach coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
There's a bit of a slowdown on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between Westerville and Cleveland Avenue. Just a couple-minute delay there. We also have a couple-minute delay on westbound 670 from Grandview Avenue to I-70. This report is sponsored by rrfoundationspecialist.com. Trust R&R Foundation Specialist for expert waterproofing and foundation solutions. Family-owned, honest, and thorough. No hidden fees, just proven results. Stop leaks and moisture before they spread. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com to schedule your free assessment today. I'm Nicole on 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com. You're listening to the Mount Carmel Football Injury Report, featuring the latest player injury updates from a fellowship-trained Mount Carmel sports medicine specialist physician, so you know who's in and who's out for this week's games.
Our doctor, as usual, is Dr. Brian Galoni. Doc, let's talk injuries. Jets wide receiver Garrett Wilson, unfortunately, is going to miss, it looks like possibly 2 or 3 weeks with a hyperextension to his knee. I know we don't have a lot of specifics, but when they say that timeline, how severe of a hyperextension does that sound like to you?
So, T-Bone, a hyperextension could cause a lot of damage or cause very little. You start thinking, did he tear some ligaments? Does he got a meniscus injury? Does he have a cartilage injury? If they're saying he's going to miss a couple of weeks, that tells me he didn't do any major tears in there, probably sprained it, so a little less concerning.
And then a probably much more concerning injury would be Niners linebacker Fred Warner, who had a gruesome dislocated ankle, broken ankle. His recovery is going to be very difficult, right?
Yeah, he's got a long recovery. He's got a lot of damage in there. I'm pretty sure they're talking about surgery. They're saying he dislocated. That means he's got torn ligaments. You know, that's going to be a 4 to 6 week healing. But then he also broke bones, which is not surprising. And if they're going to have to pin those, you're probably talking 6 to 8 weeks after that. So he's got a long recovery. I'd be surprised to see him back this season.
From a mental standpoint, how do these athletes and just regular people, when there's a traumatic injury like that, is that something that now in modern medicine you have to take into account, not just the physical, but the mental aspect?
When he was carted off the field, he was just kind of staring off into space. You know, what a lot of people call he was kind of in shock from that. But then as he's recovering, you know, this is a pretty horrific injury. There are sports psychologists. There's people that this is what they specialize in. A lot of mental aspects to the game, but, you know, as you can imagine, coming back from a traumatic injury like this, it's going to require some work and some mental exercises.
Great info as always, Doc. We appreciate it. We'll talk again next week.
Absolutely.
That was the Mount Carmel Football Injury Report with T-Bone. Mount Carmel, because of you.
Hey, it's Anthony. Wouldn't you want to drive into the new season with a brand new Honda from Germain Honda of Dublin? You can lease the 25 Honda Accord LX for just $199 a month or finance at 3.99% APR. Or the 26 Honda CR-V LX all-wheel drive, leasing from only $319 a month or finance from 4.99% APR. These fall deals are fantastic. Visit Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270, or you can shop online anytime at GermainHondaofDublin.com.
5 words no one wants to hear? You need a new roof. What do you do? Who do you call? How are you going to pay for it? Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and these are all questions that run through people's minds when they hear those 5 words. But if you pick up the phone and call Victor's Home Solutions, your new roof will be the easiest, most hassle-free home improvement project you'll ever do. Victor's has thousands of 5-star ratings for both customer service and high-quality installation. Plus, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. all. And since no one wants to pay these high interest rates for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5-year, no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. So if you need a new roof, don't stress. Victor's Home Solutions has your back. It starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. It assesses the exact condition of your roof and what needs to be done next. Set up your inspection today. 866-VICTORS. That's 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
While we know Central Ohio has the best football team, did you know we have the best credit union too? It's easy to fall for CME, Ohio's #1 credit union, recognized nationally and statewide by Forbes and rooted right here in Central Ohio. CME Federal Credit Union, bank with the best. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Visit cmefcu.org.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. Tonight, Blue Jackets host the Avalanche at 7. Elvis Merzlikins will start in goal, while Cam Atkinson will officially retire a jacket. Coverage on the Fan starts at 6:30. NFL, ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reported Bengals star Trey Hendrickson is expected to miss tonight's game versus the Steelers at 8:15 due to a hip injury. College football, On 3's Hayes Fawcett reported Trotwood Madison defensive lineman Jameer Weiss has committed to Ohio State. Weiss is the top in-state player in the class of 2028. Game 3 of the NLCS, Milwaukee visits Los Angeles at 6:08. Left-hander Aaron Ashby starts for the Brewers against right-hander Tyler Glasnow for the Dodgers. Game 4 of the ALCS, Toronto travels to Seattle at 8:33. Right-hander Max Scherzer starts for the Jays against right-hander Luis Castillo for the Mariners. This update sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus a special rate on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card.
If the authorities looked at their Instagram accounts, they'd be arrested immediately.
Daddy, what are you doing?
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. Jackets tickets to give away in the 5 o'clock hour. Be listening to win. I taped a little thing with Dom Taberi today.
Oh, you did that today?
For the 6:30 newscast. The 6:30 newscast is not on the TV. It's on 10 TV Plus, which is the free app. Go ahead and get it. I'm not encouraging you to watch it because I don't think it's worthy of that. My spot with Dom, at least. The rest of the stuff on 10 TV Plus, I'm sure, is fantastic. I just don't think I was very good today. I'm not comfortable.
Why not?
Because he's got me standing on a mark. Right, I'm used to sitting behind a microphone at a desk.
Yeah.
Right? I'm standing behind a mark. I got nothing in front of me. I don't know where to put my hands. I'm not guiding the conversation. I'm depending on Dom to get me where I need to go.
I'm sure you were fine.
He did
it's
nothing
a different
wrong.
dynamic.
I sucked. You know what?
You didn't suck.
I want you to watch it. Watch it at 6:30 on 10 TV Plus, and then send me a note and tell me how much I sucked. I even said to him, Dom, let's do it again. No, it's good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it again, Dom.
I want to know if anybody saw the one that I did on Tuesday.
Nobody's seen it.
Usually I do stuff on 10 TV. I hear back from a lot of you guys. You're giving me tidbits or things that I did or could have done better. I did, I think, what you're describing, the same exact thing. It was part of Taberi's take. It was Dom's segment.
They're trying to find more content for the 6:30
win by
thing.
55 points, and that's my take, and I'm sticking to it. It's something like that. And yeah, more content. I'm happy to go over there. It was really short. It was 4 or 5 minutes of time. You brought in a nice jacket. You look good. You brought in a black blazer.
I didn't do well.
No, I think
watch it tonight, 6:30, and then
fine.
critique the hell out of me.
So it's on 10 TV Plus.
Correct.
Once the newscast hits 6:30 and then beyond.
Yeah.
So that's the kicker you have to watch. You got to watch there. I want to know if it's available in the app, if it's separated. Like it's there's got to be also, if you miss it,
they're going to cut up
place
just
that's cut up.
my spot?
Well, it's Dom's, it's Taberry's Take. How could there not be a little feed for all of Taberry's takes if you missed it in the news and you want to watch it?
They want to do more of this stuff, convergence and all that, synergy. So I'm sure it won't be the last time you see me looking stupid on television.
Those are some company words that you just used right there.
That's what we get in the email, isn't it?
And synergy.
Uh-huh.
Sharing. How about that?
Buckeyes getting ready for Wisconsin. 3:30 kick on Saturday. We talked about the state of this Badgers football program with Adam Rittenberg last hour. They're just pathetic right now. They're shut out at home last week by the Iowa Hawkeyes. They have no quarterback play whatsoever. Luke Fickell is probably regretting his career at this point.
It's got to be a tough spot because we talked about it earlier this week. He could have just stayed at Cincinnati, and I don't know, being that close to Wisconsin's situation, how has it deteriorated to this point? Because I think if anything that we could agree on with Luke Fickell, it's that at his core as a football coach, he's about the right stuff. Working hard, doing your best.
But that's the thing, Timmy. You go back and watch that game against Iowa.
And
they weren't working hard.
That's what I'm saying. That's the most shocking part of this. Like, you could understand if maybe Wisconsin had another 7-6 season and they weren't quite getting over the hump. Maybe they did take a step back overall since they hired Luke Fickell. Wasn't achieving what they set out to achieve. And you do that for 4 years and you kind of tread water and you have to pull the plug and make a tough decision. But I'm thinking maybe that it was like a lot of one-possession losses, like what we've seen in Nebraska,
They're
right?
sinking like a stone.
They're just giving up, and that is the most shocking thing because we know that that's not something that a coach like Luke Fickell would stand for, and he had it better at Cincinnati.
With that being said, I agree with everything you just said. I'm terrified for this game.
I'm not.
I am.
Oh, no.
I don't know why. I got a feeling that I get a pit in my stomach.
No, I'm telling you, you shouldn't have it.
I'm terrified.
Really?
Yes, and it makes no sense whatsoever.
Follow me from last week. I told you I wasn't scared about Illinois. I felt fine.
Follow me to freedom.
Follow me to freedom. I feel way more okay about this one than I did last week against Illinois, but I just felt that the defense was going to be able to overcome anything that the offense didn't execute for last week. That's exactly how it went.
In college football this season. I just want to get past these games.
There's a lot of people that are already starting to take shots at Ohio State from beneath the surface, and I just think that they have become a program now that is so equipped to fall in line. Look, it's not what PJ Fleck does at Minnesota, but let's not make out Ryan Day to be all that different from a lot of the coaches that buy into the mantras and the team camaraderie and the sayings and all that. He does. The difference is, as you recruit at this level, you're Ohio State, you have all the talent in the world, and you still find those sayings, those phrases that work for you and get everybody to buy in.
That's fine, but Ryan Day's not corny.
No.
Like some of these guys are just total cornballs, like Fran Brown over at Syracuse saying...
What's Fran doing?
Fran says if they lose, he doesn't deserve to be clean. So he doesn't shower.
Does he say that?
Yes.
I missed that.
He doesn't shower if they don't win. Because
Ashton Kutcher time?
Clean is a privilege that he doesn't deserve.
Ashton and Kunis? No cleaning? I lose. I don't deserve to shower.
That was one of my worst days ever when I found out that Mila doesn't wash her Kunis.
No, she doesn't.
All right, Ryan Day. Ryan Day with his radio show today. He had an interesting soundbite about how AI, artificial intelligence, plays a role in game planning in college football.
I think that there's going to be a point where AI really can be used to help game plan. We're not quite there with that part of it, but AI and some of the technology is helping us with some analytics. It's giving us some information in terms of the speed of some of the players on the field with some of the GPS things. and even just with some like pre-snap movements and things. So just like anything else, it's having its impact on the game. And I think there's going to be a point where, if it's put together correctly, you could put game plans together. And I think it's interesting. I really do. And nowadays you can, type in all types of information into some of these systems and get a bunch of information back that's really helpful. So it's something that, we're going to make sure that we're all over them if it gives us an advantage.
I can actually see AI becoming a factor, not necessarily, during the week when it comes to game planning, but during the game when they're doing something that you weren't expecting, right? And you have to make changes on the fly.
There's no going back. I mean, AI is going to be used in so many facets going forward here. Would you like me to ask AI how they can attack this Wisconsin defense? I can pull up the Microsoft Copilot and see what it says.
All right, go ahead.
All right, let's go. Let me do this. How can Ohio State's offense best attack Wisconsin's defense?
All right, while you do that, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to play another cut for you. Here is Ryan Day talking about running the ball effectively.
You got to rock people off the ball, and if there's an extra guy in the hole, get your pads down and run them over. Because if you don't have that mindset, you're going to find yourself in a scheme all the time, and that's not it. I feel like when we're at our best, it's like we'll let them know, hey guys, we're running the ball right here. Why don't you try to stop us? And then from there, there's other things that come off of that. But to me, if you don't have that, I don't care if they know it's coming. Let's go.
See, these are areas where AI is useful. It can spread a lot of misinformation out there. There's been people were asking me about these Facebook posts. I remember seeing some of them where they would take Ryan Day and then put something completely political about it that never happened, that he never did, and people would believe it. The good of AI are things like this, and also Mr. Rogers interviewing Tupac.
Hold on.
It's you got a beef, but then you throw it into a lyric.
Mr. Rogers didn't interview Tupac? What about the one with Biggie? Is that false too? That's fake?
Also fake.
Oh, I didn't know.
But it's great.
What about Bob Ross painting the Twin Towers? That's not real?
Bob didn't do that.
Oh,
no. Here we go. How can Ohio State's offense attack Wisconsin's defense? Okay, Ohio State's offense is poised to dominate Wisconsin's struggling defense in their upcoming matchup. Here's how the Buckeyes can best attack it. Number one, through the air, key advantage. Buckeyes average 9.6 yards per pass attempt. That's 8th in football. And Wisconsin allows 7.9 per pass. That's 110th. That's bad. Target. Wisconsin's secondary is missing their top corner, Nazir Forqueron. I don't know how you say his last name. And has been vulnerable despite Ricardo Hallman's presence. Key player, Jeremiah Smith, the star wideout, 505 yards. He's a Heisman contender and should feast on Wisconsin's 77th ranked pass defense.
All right.
A lot of things like that.
I've got some big Big Ten football news. Big Ten football news.
Big.
Coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a couple-minute delay due to an accident if you're on East Broad Street between Lancaster Avenue and Wagner Road. And you're going to hit a 5-minute delay on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 East and West Split. This report is sponsored by Ohio 811. Call before you dig. Contact Ohio 811 at least 48 hours before you dig. It's easy to do, and it's the law. Centerpoint Energy, Columbia Gas, Duke Energy, and Enbridge Gas want you to dig safely. Contact Ohio 811 every time you dig. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. Together to serve you better. Schedule today at thewaterworks.com.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Helping a new driver get ready for their road test? Here's a convenient new way to make the most of your 50 hours of required practice driving time. The Road Ready Ohio app, available now at no cost to new drivers and their families. Road Ready Ohio keeps track of your driving experience together, providing feedback and safe driving tips. It even generates the documentation you need for the Ohio BMV. The Road Ready Ohio app, free to download in the Apple and Google App Stores.
It's officially fall at Firehouse Subs. The Thanksgiving turkey sub is back. This sub brings all the flavors of the Thanksgiving table into one crave-worthy bite. Stacked high with premium carved turkey, rich stuffing, and cranberry sauce. Add a side of warm, savory gravy for ultimate holiday comfort. Hurry to Firehouse Subs today and try the Thanksgiving turkey sub before it's gone. Limited time at participating Firehouse Subs restaurants while supplies last. Planning a tailgate or game day spread? Firehouse Subs Catering makes it easy to feed the whole crew.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with a team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
The season may be winding down, but there's still time to make the most of Buckeye Lake. At Buckeye Lake Marina, we have year-end deals on boats, accessories, and more. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
Remember when sports used to be about calling up your favorite host and saying how stupid they are? Good news. We still do that. The Fan Calling Show.
Hello. Sponsored by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino.
Sunday mornings at 8 on The Fan.
Everybody poops, everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody. We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
Helping a new driver get ready for their road test? Here's a convenient new way to make the most of your 50 hours of required practice driving time. The Road Ready Ohio app, available now at no cost to new drivers and their families. Road Ready Ohio keeps track of your driving experience together, providing feedback and safe driving tips. It even generates the documentation you need for the Ohio BMV. The Road Ready Ohio app, free to download in the Apple and Google App Stores.
From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools to help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Our skies will remain clear as we head into tonight with temperatures cooling down into the upper 30s to lower 40s. There are actually frost advisories issued for areas east of I-71 here for your Friday morning as those chilly temperatures continue. But as we head through the day, we are tracking sunshine and then clouds rolling in for the afternoon. Highs into the upper 60s here on your Friday, and those clouds are ahead of our next weather maker arriving for the weekend. That will boost our temperatures to near 80 here on Saturday, but showers and storms are likely cooling us down into the 60s here for Sunday. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
They refer to each other as stupid, so they must get along.
We fight a lot, but at the end of the day, it's okay, because we really do hate each other. Mm-hmm.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Too Hot with Teddy coming up at 4:30.
Cannot
Bengals
wait.
hosting the Steelers tonight. Here's the good news. Shamar Stewart is going to play tonight against the Steelers. He did not play last week. Here's the bad news.
Trey, right?
Trey Hendrickson will not.
Yeah, boy. He's definitely out now. Got upgraded out or just very questionable.
He was very questionable, and now the reports coming out is that he won't play. But they're just reports, not like the Bengals said anything about it. But I find it hard on this short week for him to turn around and play.
You said earlier about the game coming up this weekend between the Browns and the Dolphins, how it's unique because two lefties. This one, of course, is the old Unk game.
That's right.
You've got 40-year-olds. You got Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers in this one. I really don't see how Cincinnati gets this one done tonight. At this point, honestly, their defense is so bad.
You know what?
I almost hope that they just tank and can get somebody like Caleb Downs. They need someone like that.
Bengals win tonight.
Ugh.
You're wearing the hat, Bengal boy.
I'm wearing it for Jack. He's a big Bengal fan.
Right.
I'll be rooting for him in the house.
I got
want
a
him
feeling.
to.
I got a feeling deep down in my plums.
Down in your plums.
Bengals win tonight. Are we doing that on the fan
Let
too?
the boy
tonight?
watch.
Is that on 1460?
Yeah, it should be.
I tell you, the look of confusion on Teddy's face.
Yes,
it's just
it's
magnificent to me.
Well, I have no idea. I have to check the schedule.
Thursday Night Football.
We got Jackets time
on FM
here on
Fan.
Big Boy Fan, but I think it's on Fan 2.
Fan 2.
1460 on the AM dial and the Fan's HD too.
I mean, you look at me. Tim does a scheduling, so Tim should know.
I know, but don't you read it?
Well, does Mike read it? I mean,
does everybody need to hear our cat fights?
Well, I'm just saying, Tim's like above me. He's the one that programs it.
I am not
and
above you.
But you knew.
Oh,
but you knew
my
right away that we
God.
had it on the AM.
And I spoke up.
I know.
I?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. So, a good job out of you, Tim.
Thanks, Teddy. How you doing back there, Ted?
I'm doing good, Tim.
T-Bone, you want to weigh in on this?
Let me look at your sausage.
Jesus.
He gave me
My
a
God.
he called me Tim.
That's because he's pissed off at you.
I
He
think
uses
he's-
your real
I think-
name.
I think he's pissed off at you.
I'm sitting here.
I'm just here. What's the big news?
Here's the big news.
Big news.
And this is
Big
what I told
news.
you. And this is what the Penn State people don't get. And this is what some of the national people who are smart enough, they should get it, but they're stupid. All right? This is not 10 years ago. You can't just snap your fingers if you're Penn State and hire whoever the hell you want to hire. It's a different game now. Revenue's turned. Places like Indiana will open up the checkbook and keep Kurt Cignetti, which they did today. He signs a new 8-year deal, averaging $11.3 million a year. Did you ever think we'd be at the point where Indiana football is paying a head coach $11.3 million a year? And that's just a starting point. Everybody knows these contracts mean nothing. All right, if he goes out and they make the playoffs again this year and he wins a couple playoff games, they tear this new contract up in the offseason and he makes even more. Sure. The reality
Probably
is
does,
Kurt
yeah.
Cignetti
You win
does
a
not
title?
need a place like Penn State to win.
Well, I actually think that this is great. It's not like I'm some kind of Indiana fan. I'm not. I couldn't be closer to that.
I find him very obnoxious.
But you know what? He's the kind of obnoxious that they needed. And he talked about that a little bit, about how brash he was and some of the things that he would say. This guy is a smart man. He understands it, but he also understands what world that he's in. He is a college football coach. He is going to go on some of those shows when he gets a chance to plug his program, which everybody knows Indiana football has always been a laughingstock of a football team as far as big conference football goes. For the last 50-plus years, they have been a doormat and someone you are giddy to see on your schedule.
They've
You don't
had
need to-
moments where they didn't. They've had a few moments where they didn't embarrass themselves.
But they've been more often than not complete crap. And what do you even need to schedule FCS opponents for when you had Indiana on the schedule for all those years? You never really needed to do that. I think this is great. This is exactly what is good about all of the things going on in college football, that you guys out there in Indiana, we probably have plenty of IU alums that have relocated to Columbus, Ohio, and you're out there now. This is what you get with a guy like that. I am glad for you that Kurt stayed. You were on top of this early part of this week, that this could be a thing. I'm certain that Penn State would have been zeroing in on this
I'm
guy
sure they were.
in particular.
I'm sure they were.
And then it'll go to Matt Rule because of the
Hoosier
connections.
fans. Yeah, congratulations. That's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
You're going to get a giant loser. And I understand he's got his team ranked right now. They're going to go to Minnesota and lose on Friday night.
All right, so I've been thinking about a name.
He sucks, they suck.
I've been thinking about a name because I've been...
Urban Meyer?
Oh, my God.
Well, I'm looking at the Penn State message board. It's like, guys, here's the case for Urban Meyer. Here's the case for Urban Meyer.
What
are you out of your damn mind here? Guys, let's consider Urban Meyer. He doesn't want you. None of these people want you.
What kind of moron in their basement has to say, here's why Urban Meyer's a home run hire? Oh, do you think one of the best college football coaches ever would be a home run hire? He's never going to do it in a million years. You think Urban Meyer's going to go to a place and then compete against Ohio State?
Then we call Ryan Miller and Ryan Day and former Buckeye linebacker Ryan Miller. You call him too. And Kalen DeBoer. Oh, yeah, they're going to take your call.
I have a realistic name, and as far as I know, there's no connections. I think we can get too caught up in that. Don't you agree? Oh, we have to have this coach's wife is from Philadelphia. Jim Knowles is a Pennsylvania guy. We got to go back. Sometimes you want to be about winning and making the right hire, and I don't care what high school you went to, whether you were from Pittsburgh or Philly or New York, wherever.
I agree 100%.
So... And you have to think almost like we would do with a Buckeye men's basketball coaching search. Let's be realistic about this. You're right. I still think Penn State's a great job. We have to have tiers with this. I think it's somewhere around top 15 still in college football. It's a better job than Indiana, but obviously this is cool. Curt Cignetti's going to get paid the money and likes where he's building. They could build a statue for him when he does what he does. Where's somewhere that's kind of medium? You maybe maxed out what you can do, but I think this guy's a good coach. I mentioned him. We talked about him less than 30 minutes ago on this show.
Ooh.
PJ Fleck. I think PJ Fleck might be the kind of guy. I think he's a really good coach. I think he's kind of maximized what could be done with Minnesota's resources.
I don't disagree with you, but and
he's got the kind of stuff for that.
Of coach that you're going to get.
And that's what I'm saying.
State.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
That is a very realistic option for you. Trying to convince people why Urban Meyer should be your new head coach. You're out of your damn minds.
Yeah, you're a lunatic.
You're crazy. Well, maybe an NFL coach will jump down to us. Maybe when Mike Tomlin gets fired from the Steelers.
And the problem with Kalen DeBoer is, how are you going to sell that? Because the only way Kalen DeBoer is going there, if he's being pushed out at Alabama. If he's not doing the job at Alabama, and then you are taking another premier program's scraps.
They're one of the favorites to win the national championship.
He's not.
Everybody's jumping back on Alabama now.
He's not going to make that move.
No, you're right. You make that type of move to save yourself if you think you're on the way out.
Exactly.
You don't
everybody
jump
knows
to that job.
Everybody is knowing that if that's how it goes down. So there's a few places where you got to look where who's a really good coach that's maybe maxed out what they're doing. Maybe you look at Dillingham at Arizona State and some of the stuff that he has. That's a name that could be looked at. Maybe you look down at a place like South Carolina, but then again, I don't know what kind of season the Gamecocks are having. They're not ranked right now. I don't know if they're going to be complete crap for the rest of the year. But this will be wild to watch, to see what kind of name Penn State football comes up with. I mean, James Franklin was, what do you have, a couple of hot years at Vanderbilt?
Yeah.
A couple of hot years at Vanderbilt.
I'm just saying, like, that's
doing something at a program that no one was really doing anything at.
That's the type of guy that this program will attract. Either a hot up-and-comer like that, right? Or a washed-up guy who feels like he needs to get out of a bad situation.
Yeah, and washed-up guy never feels good. That's not something that you get excited about.
They'll convince themselves.
Yeah.
They'll convince themselves. Yeah, go out and hire a guy like Matt Rule. By the way, you want some fun reading, Penn State fans? Go look and see what Matt Rule's record is against AP top 10s. You want to wake up screaming at night? You just got rid of James Franklin because he couldn't win you a big game. Go ahead. Go look and see what Matt Rule has to offer.
No, not good. I would say the Georgia Tech coach, and this is, again, this is
George
what we're
O'Leary?
doing. George O'Leary, lying on his resume. I think it's Brent Key, maybe. They're 6-0, top 15.
Whatever.
Be a guy like that.
All right, Too Hot with Teddy coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got about a 5-minute slowdown on westbound 670 between 71 and 315. And if you're on northbound 71 on the north side between East Broad Street and Weber Road, expect about a 10-minute slowdown there. This report is sponsored by AAA Tire and Auto Service. October is Car Care Month. Visit your local AAA Tire and Auto Service location and save $40 on any repair of $150 or more. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer valid October 1st through October 31st. See store for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
At Giant Eagle, we're working hard to bring more ways to save to every aisle. Because every dollar and every moment counts. At Giant Eagle, we're going for better, so you can bring home the best. Because it matters.
They're trained. They're fired up. Let's do it. When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
You know that project you've been working on? Just chipping away at it, dreaming of the day you get to show it off? Then, when you're least expecting it, cancer. And finishing that project actually happens. I would know. I've been restoring this car for years, and today I'm giving it to my granddaughter. It's her 16th birthday and 2 years since my cancer diagnosis.
Mom, you finished it?
Happy birthday, boo-boo. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
If your garage door is about as reliable as a fast food ice cream machine, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, we fixed awful garage doors. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
The only show that can bring a dead queen back to life. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Before we get to Too Hot with Teddy, I alluded to this last segment, but I'm going to follow my work. I'm going to show my work, all right? For you Penn State fans that think that Matt Rule from Nebraska would be a good hire. Matt Rule's record against AP top 25s, okay? In his career.
And this is Baylor. This is his current place, Nebraska. Was he at another stop? Was he at Temple?
He was at Temple.
Temple, okay.
Yeah. So Temple, Baylor, Nebraska. Again, this guy was good enough, in theory, to parlay his college football success into an NFL job, which he failed miserably at. But Matt Rule has a career record of 2-22 against AP top 25s and 0-11 against AP top 10s. How are you going to sell that to your fan base? You just fired a guy. Oh, well, with the resources that we have at Penn State, well, that number's going to turn. Reverse it. He's 22-2. Okay, good. Enjoy Matt Rule. I'll be over here laughing when you still won't be able to beat any top teams in the Big Ten.
It's consistent, right? It's consistent with what they know. James Franklin was a porous 4-21 against the top 10. I love too. I saw a headline this week. It's like, thank you so much. Can we do a little bit more work when telling the story about James Franklin's firing? Don't write a headline that tells me that their athletics director says that, yes, James Franklin's big game record played a role in the firing. Oh, really? You don't say. The 4-21 record against top 10 teams, his 1-11 record or 1-10 record against Ohio State was a little bit of a factor into why you had to say goodbye to this guy? And then when you start losing games to 0-4 UCLA and Northwestern at home, what are we doing anymore? We're just banging our head into a wall.
When it all comes to be seen, you'll have Penn State being turned down by Indiana's head coach, which we already have because he signed his big new deal today, Kurt Cignetti.
Amazing. He's one of the highest paid coaches in college football then now.
You're going to go after some of the top talent that will just laugh at you and hang up the phone. You're going to hire a guy like Matt Rule, who has a winning percentage worse than the guy you just fired against AP top 25.
So here, before you hit the thing, that makes, as far as the most recent salaries, Kirby was at $13 million per year. Ryan Day was at 12.5. Lincoln was third at 11.5. I know you were saying 11.3. I saw a couple here that says the Cignetti deal is 11.6. That puts him at number 3 in all of college football.
God bless. Hey, man.
In 2 years.
He held them by the short and curlies, and they were happy to.
And they're a title contender.
All right, Too Hot time.
Too Hot. Sponsored by the cancer experts at Ohio Health. Visit ohiohealth.com/keep-making-plans to learn more.
All right, it's Pissy Mood Ted's time. He plays some audio we haven't heard before, then we comment on said audio.
All right, I'm going to play some audio for you.
Ted, come on.
You're happy, Teddy. Look at you. You can't even fake it.
Yeah. All right, this first one is from T-Bone and Tyvis, and they were talking about, what if they had done the show or do a show without clothes on? So let's give it a listen.
Tyvis, let's go. Let's do a show. We've got nobody at the station's done a show at a nudist colony. Let's go. Let's make it happen. We'll be the first ones. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
this is called bonding. We'll be a very bonded morning show together. Nothing will be. I mean, come on. You were in locker rooms. You've seen stuff. It's fine. There's nothing to see on me. I'll tell you that.
I didn't see it.
You won't see anything on me.
I didn't see anything.
It's nothing
I was focused on what I had going on.
But you can't help it. Sometimes you're just walking around and like, oh, hey, good morning.
In the locker room or in the bathroom is where you make the most eye contact. It's all eye contact.
I've had conversations with Tyvis about this before. He refuses to admit that just casually he would take a look at someone's dong in the locker room. Not because you're attracted to it.
You're just
nothing like that.
You're there.
You're just there.
It's just curiosity.
And it's in your line of sight and you're curious. Okay?
Yeah.
For example, you got someone who's just a big monster. 6'5", huge. You're telling me you wouldn't be curious if that guy was hung like a little boy? You'd say, what the hell?
Of course.
That doesn't match.
It's just curiosity. I remember Sandman always had a bit about Shaq, right? He had a great story about how when they did the movie, I think it was the second Grown Ups, how he was obsessed with trying to find a way to just get a sneak peek at Shaq. And he did, and Shaq had a great joke about how his security guard was actually
It's scientific research. It's like watching animals do it. We don't get jollies from it, at least most of us don't, but it's important scientifically to understand nature. I want to understand nature.
As far as them talking about like some kind of infatuation or desire to try to do a show in the nude, has there been any like infatuation with you to just try a nudist thing? I've never really seen that or gotten that.
I can't wait till the weather gets cold so I can put more clothes on.
The only thing I would do is I would make that dangerous run because I would have the basement shower. Now, granted, I have to be alone in the house. The only way, if there's any family members, obviously son cannot be in the house, but I might like prance from the downstairs shower up, and we have the bay window in the main room, so I have to like kind of take a peek around the doorway.
Why are you even tempted? Why don't you just put a towel on?
Well, I mean, sometimes I like to dry off in the bathroom and then leave the towel in that bathroom. So then I just go up to my room to get dressed.
Why don't you bring a pair of underwear down to the bathroom?
I don't want to.
So instead, you're going to take the chance that somebody's walking down the street, some poor person.
8 seconds of nudity.
Walking down the street, they look in your bay window, just casually, not because they're spying on you, and they see a grown,
dangling by,
naked man running up the steps.
Who's going to... The sidewalk's way down there. Who's going to be right there at the window? Like, what are the odds? It's like a millisecond. It'd be like seeing
you're that quick?
It'd be like seeing the Sasquatch. Like, you look, something's there, you look back, I'm already gone. Already up the stairs.
Teddy, do you prance naked around the house?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Wasn't that a John Cougar album, like Dance Naked?
Dance Naked, not Prance Naked.
Should have been Prance.
I was actually listening to it yesterday.
You were listening to
I was, because
you were listening to John Cougar Dance Naked?
Because he was John Mellencamp at that point. Because Teddy brought up John Mellencamp last week, and sometimes I get something in my head, and I go through the entire catalog. So I've been listening to a lot of John Mellencamp.
It's a song like Wild Nights on that album.
That's right.
That's a good one.
That's a cover song.
It's a good track. Yeah, it is a cover.
All right, Teddy, what else you got?
All right, we're just like 2 weeks away from Halloween, and this cut here is from Bishop and Friends, and Bo was chatting about his favorite Halloween candy.
In terms of what I look most forward to, let's just be selfish. I love the baby mini Snickers. When the boys get those, I go through and just take them, and then I put all those in the freezer. Those babies go in the freezer. So those are my favorite. Any kid doesn't want an Almond Joy, I got that too. I'm on it. I also think Reese's Pieces are better than Reese's Cups. I think they're superior. So those are my big candy takes on the Halloween front.
Did you say Reese's Pieces?
Yes.
Or did I mishear? Was I just how it went into my brain?
A couple thoughts. I am surprised at the number of people, including you.
You're talking about minis, aren't you?
No, not just that. I mean, we'll get to that in a second.
Because I'm not with the mini
total
thing.
Psychopath. You want things as small as possible. That's dumb.
I'm not one of those.
No, I understand that. But you are a put it in the freezer guy.
Not that candy.
Why do people like to take something that is soft and gooey and, dare I say, succulent and ruin it by freezing it?
Than I'd imagined.
Why?
Why? I contend that Snickers is one of the worst.
That's a lousy take.
It's a lousy candy to put in the freezer. You might put a Snickers in the refrigerator for a little bit of coolness, but frozen like a rock, that's not what you want to do.
Jerry Martz, fine weather guy over at Channel 10.
Yeah, the Peeps thing.
Not only is he just a psycho for thinking that marshmallow Peeps are the greatest candy ever, I could almost understand it if you're just so infatuated with that soft marshmallow.
That was on the air.
Texture. What?
Oh, Teddy. I'm sorry, Teddy. Teddy was yelling about the weather.
No, I wasn't yelling about the weather. I was telling Nicole we had 1 minute.
Yes. Anyway.
What are you doing here?
Dang it.
Jesus Christ almighty.
He had a nice little rant going.
I don't know which one I'm going to kill first after the show. You or Ted? I really don't.
That wasn't on the air, you're telling me?
No, it was, but he was just...
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, he was rolling.
Oh, God.
I didn't hear anything.
Him up.
My God.
Dang it.
I wish John Mellencamp was here right now. I'd give him the job. He can bring his girlfriend, Meg Ryan, and her Joker face. More Too Hot with Teddy is next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got an accident that's causing a 15-minute delay on eastbound 33 at 270 on the West Outer Belt. It is stop and go from Post Road. And there's a couple minutes slowdown on northbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between 670 and 161. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority. Are your windows sticking? Is your drywall cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the foundation repair experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time. But it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Attack and dominate. Morning Juice is on YouTube and 10 TV Plus.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Join Bobby Carpenter and Tito weekdays starting at 6 or watch on demand. More Bobby, less commercials. The Fan.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease a new 2026 Hyundai Tucson SE for just $189 a month. You heard it, $189. Plus get owner assurance and America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Only at Great Lakes Hyundai, Columbus or Dublin, or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.95 down plus taxes, fees, first month payment, 10 miles per year, ends 11/3.
Millions of fans agree this Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 23rd, 2 shows, Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. A portion of the proceeds benefits the James and Heather Pick Music Program.
Oh, hi, fellow hockey fan. Did you know that it's Blue Jackets week? Of course you did. Proud to be your home for the Jackets, the Fan.
A show with copious amounts of fart sounds. Emphasis on copious.
Oh no, I get a fart, but I don't know which way to lean.
This is Man and Timmy.
Fish has just handed me the plug sheet for tomorrow. What a day we have on tap. What a day. Too bad Timmy's going to be here.
Got a lot of jackets this week.
T-Bone and Tyvus get things started off 6 a.m. Ron Tugnut will be in studio at 8:30. Jackets legend as they celebrate the 25th anniversary. Bishop and Friends. Oh, I got to tell you, this is a good lineup right here. 9:45. They're going to talk to John Steppe.
Oh, the Steppe.
From the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. About, I assume, the Wisconsin Badgers?
I bet that's it.
I don't know. Maybe the Brewers? That's also Milwaukee?
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Maybe Butterburger prostitutes?
Those 2.
John Steppe's probably been in the drunk tank a few times.
He sounds like it.
10:30, Tim May. Yuck.
What are you talking about? No, yuck.
No, my guy.
Great fun.
My guy.
Great fun.
And on this show tomorrow, it's Go to Jail. I got a couple nominations myself.
Are you talking about me and Buzz?
You talking about me?
Don't forget, be listening in the 5 o'clock hour for your chance to win Jackets tickets. All right, Teddy, what else you got?
All right, next up, we go to Rothman and Ice, and they were chatting about singing in a little karaoke action here. Here we go.
I'm heavy on the singing in the shower. I am that guy. Okay. Like just bringing a little speaker in the bathroom, just rocking out.
Yeah, well, the acoustics are so good in
You're
there.
singing
They
like
really are.
Edge's theme song or like No wrestling. This morning I did throw a lot of D'Angelo on the playlist since he unfortunately passed away.
That dude.
He's a great R&B singer, man. It was so sad to see that story pop up. He was 51 years old and lost his life, unfortunately, to cancer. But yeah, it was a heavy D'Angelo playlist this morning, AR. So yeah, I'm big on that in the shower. Man. Yeah.
think we all have a great career in the shower. I feel like there's something there.
There's a bite right there.
We all have, like,
There's a
we all feel like we could have been a singer at some point
That's
in
real,
the shower.
That is very
Or
real.
in the car if it's up loud enough and drowning out how bad your voice
Yes.
really is.
100%.
I got to tell you, I too missed the boat on D'Angelo.
Same.
I was unaware of D'Angelo, but when I first saw it, I had a little bit of a panic attack because it said like D'Angelo dies, and I thought Beverly D'Angelo's dead.
Yep, I know. I knew exactly
Columbus
where you were
legend,
going.
vacation movies.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Isn't her brother worked at one of the TV stations here in town, or still
he
does?
worked here.
It was here
at Channel 10 for a while. I don't think he still does.
I thought he was working with one of the other stations.
I think
for a long time.
I think he went to 4. Maybe.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, but no, when I saw D'Angelo, I immediately, or if you just say D'Angelo.
D'Angelo Russell's dead?
D-Russ, I'll think Beverly D'Angelo will be first reference, but
I'm not dead yet, honey.
I don't know of any D'Angelo songs off the top of my head, but I'm with him on shower singing. I, too, will also put the Bluetooth speaker in the bathroom, go through a couple of songs while I take the shower, and then everybody in the car.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Everybody in the car is singing, right? If you're alone. No? No? You
All right,
sing
Teddy.
around the house?
Not really.
No?
I sing inappropriate songs that I make up myself.
Well, yeah. Like
I sing that.
You'll sing sort of while you're making a lasagna and just sort of make up a song about it.
Actually, it's my game's really taken a hit since Samantha was born because my default is to turn, just regular songs and change the lyrics, and all of them involve male fellatio.
So you can't be doing that.
No.
Yeah. That's not appropriate.
I'm trying to give you an example, but I can't. They're just so filthy. All right, Teddy, what else you got?
All right. This morning on Bishop and Friends, they were chatting with their good buddy Paul Feinbaum.
Oh, Paul Feinbaum? Was he talking about how much he hates Ohio State fans?
He had a response to that. They asked him, hey, why were you just crapping all over the Buckeye fans? And here's what he had to say.
So I will simply lay it out to you exactly what happened. And I think that's the only way. And the audience wants to find me guilty. That is entirely up to them. I was sitting in Columbia, Missouri, doing a talk show. I think a guest had to be moved, so we took some phone calls. A guy called up and said, I've got a couple of words for Ohio State fans, and I don't remember what the pretext was. He said they're Weasley or whatever. I said, hey, I'm a writer. I can do better than that. So I spit out a slew of synonyms. Now, I understand exactly how it came out because, I do sit in airports and keep up with social media. I said all that. I admit that. The context is that we were having some fun. I was having some fun. I realize that Ohio State fans, want my head, and they're certainly entitled to that.
Doesn't bother me.
I mean, it's exactly what a guy like Paul Feinbaum wants to do.
It doesn't bother me, man. He's playing to his base. All right, his base is inbred hillbillies in the South, and that's what he's going to do. He's not going to go on his show and, oh, yeah, actually, every time I go to Columbus, they treat me really well. There are some nice people.
Yeah, he said obnoxious, disgusting, despicable.
This
I think supercilious is a word.
Supercilious.
Supercilious.
Look, this is part, and I think most Buckeye fans understand this. This is the luxury you have being at the top of the mountain, is that everybody wants to take shots at you and pretend like your success is not real. All right? You know what's worse than that? People not even caring.
Yeah.
Not even realizing.
No, I mean, this is Ohio State gets under everybody's skin because they've been so good for such a long
Who's the
time.
starting quarterback at Purdue right now?
I couldn't tell you.
You and I, we work at a station that specializes in college football and sometimes talking about
Kyle Orton.
wigs. But I'm just saying, we have no idea. Want to know why? Because we don't care. They're not relevant enough for us to even make fun of them.
Mm-mm. No, they're so down right now. It's the Buckeyes in the Big Ten right now, and people everywhere want to hate them. You know what? The SEC, you guys have 11 ranked teams right now. I don't know why you need to be bothering with worrying about Ohio State if you think that they're so good.
Because there's a portion of you that feels threatened because you've had Big Ten teams win the last 2 national championships.
And you know what? Paul doesn't even believe all of this. He even said it to Bo. You can tell when you hear him talk on a segment like that how all of this is part of the shtick. He is just doing SEC Homer radio. That's what butters his bread. He doesn't believe half of that stuff. It's just all part of the act. That's all it is for him.
Doesn't bother me. All right, more Too Hot with Teddy coming up next. And some Jackets tickets to give away. Be listening to win.
Baby.
Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to hit a 30-minute slowdown due to an accident that's on southbound 315 between Rich Street and I-70. It's a little slow from Kinnear Road. And we've got a 5-minute delay on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue. This report is sponsored by Ohio 811. Call before you dig. Contact Ohio 811 at least 48 hours before you dig. It's easy to do, and it's the law. Centerpoint Energy, Columbia Gas, Duke Energy, and Enbridge Gas want you to dig safely. Contact Ohio 811 every time you dig. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic, sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
Make your next shopping trip a good deal better during the Buy 5, Save 5 sale at Meijer. Buy 5 or more and save $5 or more when you mix or match over 2,000 items store-wide, like 12-pack cans of select Coca-Cola and Pepsi products, plus deposit where applicable. Sargento cheese slices, Huggies Snug and Dry diapers, and Friskies wet cat food. That's the good life. A good deal better. Remember to stop by the Meijer Pharmacy for your flu shot, available while you shop. It's free with most insurance plans. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4 tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyears and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you're a sports card fan like me, you've got to check out Midwest Cards in the Arena District, right outside Nationwide Arena. These guys are true collectors themselves, and they've built a shop that lets you experience card collecting in a whole new way. They've got sealed boxes, packs, single cards, signed memorabilia, and plenty of TVs in their lounge. Yeah, they have a lounge. And don't forget the card bar, where you can open packs while you have an adult beverage. It's awesome. Stop by Midwest Cards today and tell them T-Bone sent you.
Truck drivers, have you been searching for a more reliable driving job? Get the paychecks and predictability you need as a Schneider driver. Schneider's large selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers have access to great benefits with a 401k match and a 24/7 support team. Get the keys to a better driving job. Search openings near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com.
Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival returns May 14th through 17th, 2026. The Black Parade is coming to Columbus with My Chemical Romance. And just announced, Bring Me the Horizon. Every sky will build my Over 40 bands announced so far, with nearly 100 more coming soon. Get your early bird passes now. Sonic Temple, May 14th through 17th in Columbus, Ohio. Secure your pass for only $1 down at SonicTempleFestival.com.
It's officially fall at Firehouse Subs. The Thanksgiving turkey sub is back. This sub brings all the flavors of the Thanksgiving table into one crave-worthy bite. Stacked high with premium carved turkey, rich stuffing, and cranberry sauce. Add a side of warm, savory gravy for ultimate holiday comfort. Hurry to Firehouse Subs today and try the Thanksgiving turkey sub before it's gone. Limited time at participating Firehouse Subs restaurants while supplies last. Planning a tailgate or game day spread? Firehouse Subs Catering makes it easy to feed the whole crew.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron, what are we going to do with these 41 new trucks you bought?
Those extra trucks are to make sure that we can always send someone to the rescue when a customer needs us.
Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians to the rescue.
Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter HVAC technicians.
Get Eco.
Aaron, you bought those 41 new trucks at exactly the right time.
I know, Jerry, because everyone, everywhere, is needing help with their furnace right now.
Summertime is when furnaces develop problems.
The contacts and relays and sensors get all wonky.
Because summertime is when furnaces are not being used.
And our technicians can unwonk them.
Get Eco.
If you need someone to unwonk your furnace, get Eco.
Our technicians can unwonk anything.
And with 41 new trucks, they can get there fast, fast, fast. Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. Indiana head coach Curt Cignetti has signed an 8-year, $92.8 million extension that will keep him in Bloomington through 2033. Cignetti will be the third highest paid college coach behind Ohio State's Ryan Day and Georgia's Kirby Smart. NHL, the 1-2 Blue Jackets host the 3-0-1 Avalanche at 7. Coverage of the Fan starts at 6:30. NFL, the 2-4 Bengals greet the 4-1 Steelers at 8:15. Cincy star Trey Hendrickson expected to miss the game due to a hip injury. Baseball and LCS Game 3 at 6:08. Brewers are at the Dodgers, who lead 2-0. ALCS Game 3 at 8:33. Blue Jays visit the Mariners, who lead 2-1. This update is sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. Tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register today at roosterswings.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The #1 pizza expert and the #4 college basketball expert at the radio station.
Just from looking at your clothes and weight, I can tell you all watch a lot of free network television.
This is Man and Timmy.
Tell you what, man, we had some good food today.
Ooh,
and you even doubled up on me because you had some food before you came in today.
I did.
Where'd you go, Zaytoon?
Yeah, did a little Zaytoon, the Mediterranean spot that I love in Hilliard. It's actually got a little, it's got some Indian flair to it as well, or Middle Eastern flair is what I meant to say. But it's tremendous, and so you can get the gyro, you can do the pita and the yellow rice.
I've
that
been
type
there. You
of thing.
took me there. It was delicious.
Yeah, but for people that haven't been, I know you enjoyed it. I like the spicy feta. A lot of people like the traditional tzatziki sauce that they make in there. Feta. But they have a very good spicy feta that adds to it. There's a little hot sauce on that as well. And their fries. Loops, you and I both love. They've got a good French fry too. But Zaytoon also has one of the best French fries in the city.
It's a different style.
It's a different style. It's
more of a fresh cut fry.
It's more fresh cut, but they always make them fresh. Like they're never just sitting there, and that's okay to wait the extra 5 minutes. They'll fire up a batch for you. Sometimes they'll have them if it's in the lunch rush, but they've never been sitting there for more than 10 minutes or something like that. And it's a funny story because I don't know the owner's name, but we know each other's faces now because I've been in there a few times, and he's got a nice face, and he appreciates seeing return customers. And I like that. And I've even seen him out and about, either alone or with his family, in the little Hilliard bubble, like at the stores, might see him at the Meijer or at the Sam's Club. And there was a month where they switched the recipe on their fries. It was like in the middle of their run there. They'd been open 2 years. And I got the fries the one day, and as I was going up to return my tray, he looks at me and says, "Hey, do you like the fries?" And I'm like, being fully honest, I like the fries that you already had. And he kind of smiled and said, "Oh, okay. Like I know, like they're very good. We're trying something different." And he was
hates
receptive.
Your face.
No,
he hates you.
He was receptive to it because I've talked to other people that actually said the same thing to him, and they went back to the original fry, which is the better fry.
All right. It's a good place. But then you came in today, and we had some Ray Ray's drop-off barbecue today. me tell you something about Ray Ray's.
Delicious.
They've been around a long time. I think people sleep on them because other places have opened up, and that's the new hot thing. Best barbecue that I've had in this area.
I think it's the best in the city.
By far.
Yeah, I think it's the best in the city.
By far. Just succulent.
Succulent.
Just the meats. And they gave a little poo-poo platter of everything, like a little smoked sausage and
little pork
ribs and brisket and all of it.
Oh,
My
man.
God.
The brisket was just so tender.
I didn't know. Obviously, they have the food trucks here locally. I didn't know they opened up a restaurant, a sit-down place in Johnstown.
Way out there, huh?
Like the last month or so, they opened up a place with a big bar, like beautiful building.
They probably were able to get the smoker set up really nice there so they can.
We got a lot of listeners in Johnstown, man. If you're in that area, woo, baby.
Do they still have? I remember back in the day. I haven't been there in a minute, but they several days would be out at Land Grant.
No,
they would have sort of a schedule of being out there 3 or 4 days a week, and then they have their spot sort of up on High Street somewhere where the truck will sit. They're really, really
Somebody's
good.
telling me they have a location in Marion, too.
In Marion?
I didn't know that.
I
don't go up to Marion very often, but if you happen to be up there, we have several listeners up there. Man, was it good today.
Oh, so good.
And what are you having for dinner? You said you're having something else for dinner?
And
That's
we're doing smoked meats for dinner, too. So not only did I have a good lunch, I come in here, Ray Ray's gave us some food, which was so nice of them. And my neighbor has been smoking. He was working from the house today, and he's smoking a pork shoulder and brisket.
And you got the invite.
Unbelievable.
You close with this fella?
Well, yeah, I'm close with this guy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm close. We're close with the whole family. There are friends that live right behind our house. We've been friends for 6 years or so now. 6 or 7.
6, 7.
6, 7. Saw a little video of some people enjoying some 6, 7, and I think I may have come around on it. Like originally, I don't know where you were on this, but originally, like where it is with our teenagers and their things that they do.
Me, man.
I'm like, oh, you know what?
It doesn't mean anything bad.
No, it doesn't. But I mean, I was first hearing them like, you guys got a number. You took a number from a song, and that's the thing. We had to suffer for our jokes back in the day.
No, we didn't.
And then
we
I'm
had
thinking about
stupid things too.
We had Yo Mama jokes. We're like, Yo Mama's so fat, she sat on a rainbow and a Skittle popped out. Like, we didn't do that. That's dumb too. And I was watching this reel that came up. I think it was an In-N-Out burger. Might have been an In-N-Out. And the guy was about to give the order number, and he's on the microphone, and he just kind of gears up for it and says, next up, or now serving order number 6, 7.
6, 7.
And the whole place just erupted. It was like they had just won a World Series championship. I mean, it was like a celebratory locker room, how happy and excited every single person was. And the guy that walked up there was so proud to be customer number 67, grabbed his food, his tray, his drink, was kind of holding it up, and everybody was applauding and cheering for him. I just said, that's
can I tell you something? That's more wholesome than 69. Hey, 69! Hey! 6, 7 means nothing. 69 is disgusting.
It's gross, right? Get your mind out of the gutter. We don't want 69ing.
69.
Terrible.
All right, Teddy loves 69. Hey, Ted.
Yeah.
You got more audio for us?
I do, actually.
Did you have some of that Ray Ray's today?
I did.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had a little sample of all of it there. Ooh, yeah.
Ray
Good
McLeod.
stuff. Good barbecue sauce I added on there, too. Tasty. All right. Here we go. And we're talking about food here now. So let's talk about cutting a turkey during a baseball game. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but on, I think it was Monday. Was this the Canadian Thanksgiving? And
yes. And they brought a turkey up to Joe Davis in the booth.
Joe Davis, yes. And he was cutting the turkey during the game while he's broadcasting the game. So let's listen to this.
Canadian Thanksgiving, we got to celebrate accordingly. John, they even gave us utensils.
Don't let me have it.
Call a championship series game and carve a turkey at the same time. Strike on Randy Arozarena. You know there's a way you're supposed to do this. Don't do it how you cut it like that and then only one person gets the skin. No, you have to cut the whole breast. Arozarena fouls it off. Are you not impressed, folks? It's not going to be perfect. I'm trying to also do the job they pay me to do, but you're going to get the idea here. Do we have a plate? I don't want to use my score sheet because now I have to slice it.
Kind of mesmerized.
Maybe I just takes down and away. I have note cards. You set it down. Nope, I have a plate. Plate just appeared. So you got the whole breast. You've cut there, and now you do this, and everybody gets to enjoy. Gets a little bit of skin. All right?
Fantastic.
Now,
I mean, he's really carving that turkey while John Smoltz is just sort of sitting there with a look on his face.
I like baseball broadcast because it lends itself. The game does. Just more downtime naturally between action to have conversations like this. But normally, it's like a random July day. It's like, well, play 162 of these, and you're playing in the championship series. And we're spending time cutting a turkey. Now, this went viral, too, because people were looking at the photo of this turkey saying, that turkey's pink. The inside of that turkey's pink. You guys have botulism or whatever the hell it is.
Okay, so people are saying that it's pink, but as I'm rewatching the carving, Joe's having a hard time getting that knife through that bird. I'm thinking it's a little dry.
Well, here's why it was pink, because we found out later it was smoked. It was a smoke ring.
And I'm fine with a smoked turkey.
Oh, let me tell you something. If it's done well,
good.
A smoked turkey. I'm not talking about like the lunch meat you get at the counter. I'm talking about like a big honking
smoked turkey breast.
Smoked turkey.
Yeah.
It is one of the greatest things. I don't know why we don't have more of it.
Word to the wise. I know I've said this before. I know it's honey baked ham. Honey baked ham, obviously, very good in the ham department. But around Thanksgiving, and probably all throughout the year too, they also offer up a smoked turkey. And I think for the value, and it comes pre-sliced too. And it's in this delicious glaze, the same kind of glaze
like
that you're used to getting.
Like a sticky glaze?
Oh, yeah. The same kind of glaze you're used to getting at a honey-baked ham with the ham products. But like you said, it is just delicious. The flavoring of it, if it's done right.
Why don't we have more of that? Like you go to a restaurant sometimes, it's like, hey, it's Saturday night. We got prime rib tonight. So, ooh, prime rib tonight.
No smoked turkey.
Cut me off this. Why don't we have smoked turkey breast night?
I'm with you.
Want me to carve you a little off the smoked turkey breast?
There was one yesterday when we were leaving the show, and you always have QVC up on screen one, and they were carving a smoked turkey breast, and it looked to die for.
That was their value of the day yesterday.
Oh, man. I didn't see how much that cost, but I'd have paid about anything to get a couple of those shipped to the house.
Anything?
$150. Send those 2 turkey breasts right to me.
Is this the longest Too Hot segment? You have more audio, don't
coming
you?
up?
I have another one we could play if you want.
Is it worthy?
Can I?
It's your friend Joe Buck, but it's not. I mean, it's okay, but we don't have to play it.
I would like to get to the end of your take that was so madly interrupted.
No,
it's gone. End of the 4 o'clock hour.
No.
We were talking about frozen candy, and it just came to a screeching halt.
And
it was all my fault.
Why did it come to a screeching halt?
It was all my fault.
You.
I know.
I walked. True story. True story. That was both of your faults.
No, it was my fault.
Now we're going to argue about whose fault it is?
Yes.
You both suck today.
Teddy, you're fine. I take the blame.
You both suck.
Yes.
So the segment ended. I yell at you.
Yeah.
I walk out. First person I see is Brandon Beam. He's going to host the Buckeye Show at 6 o'clock. Hey, Beam, you want a job? Why not? I got an opening for a co-host. Yeah, sure, okay. You bought your P's and Q's, mister. And he's ready. He's warming up in the bullpen.
And only this time, you're not going back to the Buckeye Show. You're going home.
No, there's no back to the Buckeye Show.
No, you're going
gone.
home.
You're dead.
Done. Yeah.
Why you got to remind me of that? I was just finally starting to forgive you for the whole thing. I hate you all over again.
I don't want to be forgiven.
Joe Buck and Jack gets tickets at some point. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Watch for some slowdown due to an accident that's on westbound 70 downtown near Livingston Avenue. And you're going to hit a 10-minute delay due to a crash that's blocking the left and right lane on southbound 71 on the north side at Morse Road. It's going to move slow from 161. This report is sponsored by Ohio Secretary of State. Ohio's election is November 4th, and you have 3 convenient ways to vote: early in-person voting, absentee voting, and voting on Election Day. Find everything you need at voteohio.gov. That's voteohio.gov. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Country music's biggest selling superstar, Luke Combs, presents My Kind of Saturday Night Tour.
Sounds like my kind of Saturday night.
Luke Combs,
concert in Columbus, playing at Ohio Stadium Saturday, April 25th, with special guests Dierks Bentley, Ty Myers, Jake Worthington, and Thelma and James. Get tickets this Friday at 10 a.m. at lukecombs.com.
My advisor at Plant Moran Wealth Management knows my definition of wealthy: restoring classic cars. You tinker under the hood, put the keys in the ignition, and then the moment of truth. There's nothing like it.
You have your own personal definition of wealthy. Plant Moran Wealth Management knows it takes a personal approach to get you there. Experience the difference with Plant Moran Wealth Management. Book a consultation today.
Matty Ice here. How far are you willing to drive for a great deal on a new vehicle? Well, I made the short drive north to McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion and got my new car. And right now, you can get a 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 with up to $12,000 off MSRP for qualified buyers. They believe in a no-hassle sales experience, so you can get the truck you want at a price you'll love without the stress. They're just off Route 23 on 95 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
More and more these days, people who are in pain are trying to take control of their health. They want to look beyond the traditional medicine of going to just a normal doctor. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. People just like you and me are finding lasting relief without steroids, medication, surgery, right here in Columbus, Ohio at QC Kinetics. You'll be treated by the highly regarded orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Ray Tesner, founder of Grant Sports Medicine. Here's how it works. Your blood contains many tiny but mighty healing tools. At QC Kinetics, Dr. Tesner and his team will get to the root of where your pain stems from, right down to the cells that are involved. By putting these natural elements to work, your body, it can revitalize your joints, literally using your own body's biologics to heal you. It's a simple injection, not a hospital stay, no drugs. It's fast, all natural, and there's no downtime. So if it's knees, backs, hips, whatever it may be, give QC Kinetics a call for your free consultation. 380-208-4544, 380-208-4544, or qckinetics.com/Columbus.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
With autumn's arrival, ISA-certified arborists recommend that fallen leaves be left alone or mulched to improve plant health. When leaves decay, they transform into organic matter absorbed by the soil to become moisture to trees through their roots, which helps trees weather drought conditions. Leaves are also a natural habitat for butterflies, chipmunks, earthworms, and others, which increases the population of beneficial insects for the next growing season. To learn more about the benefits of autumn leaves, contact an ISA-certified arborist near you by going to trees4ohio.org. That's trees4ohio.org.
Do you have foot pain? Foot pain is not normal regardless of your age or job. Podiatric physicians are the most qualified doctors to care for your feet and can provide important foot care solutions or shoe inserts to better manage foot pain. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. We've been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Join Rothman and Ice every Thursday at 2:30 for Gold Jacket Thursday.
Presented by the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
A new Hall of Famer joins the show every week, but not OJ because he's dead and probably a murderer. The Fan.
5 words no one wants to hear. You need a new roof. What do you do? Who do you call? How are you going to pay for it? Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and these are all questions that run through people's minds when they hear those 5 words. But if you pick up the phone and call Victor's Home Solutions, your new roof will be the easiest, most hassle-free home improvement project you'll ever do. Victor's has thousands of 5-star ratings for both customer service and high-quality installation. Plus, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. And since no one wants to pay these high interest rates for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5-year, no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. So if you need a new roof, don't stress. Victor's Home Solutions has your back. It starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. It assesses the exact condition of your roof and what needs to be done next. Set up your inspection today. 866-VICTORS. That's 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com. FanWeather.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Here's a look at our forecast for tonight. As clear skies are expected, temperatures will cool down into the upper 30s to lower 40s. We'll see a few areas with some patchy frost here overnight. And then as we head into your Friday, tracking sunshine, but clouds rolling in for the afternoon with highs into the upper 60s. And then for the weekend, temperatures warm up into the lower 80s here for your Saturday as we track our next weather maker. That's going to bring showers and storms into the area for Saturday night and Sunday. And temperatures will be cooling down to the 60s here for Sunday and into next week. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Their favorite basketball players are Leaky Black and Grady Dick.
That is childish nonsense.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Thursday. So glad you're here. 3 hours a day, every single day. Tomorrow is Go to Jail Friday. If you want to send someone to jail, you got a story, someone just ticked you off. That's right. Then you contact us tomorrow. We'll discuss it and then hand out an appropriate punishment. Sometimes that's jail. Sometimes that's probation. Sometimes that's death.
Yeah. All the way.
I'm going to hand out the death penalty to both you and Teddy today.
How are we going to do the segments tomorrow?
Oh, I'll do them.
Who's going to do the walkthrough?
You put that together? Is it all done?
Well, no, I'll do it in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you can work ahead.
I know. But I'm doing the show now.
What show? This show? No, you're not. Just do the walkthrough. All right, Teddy has one more piece of audio for us. What do you got, Teddy?
All right. Joe Buck, he was on, I think it's Ryan Clark's podcast, and he was telling the story about how he met his current wife, who she's in the media as well. She was working at NFL Network at the time. And this is just a little story about how they met.
Okay.
That's their little meet cute, as you would say. Here we go.
So Rich Eisen, who's been a friend, I'm like, hey, what's this Michelle Beisner all about? Eventually, he kind of played matchmaker. And when she talked to Rich, he's like playing a game. He's like, somebody in the booth wants your number. And she's like, okay, who is it? Let's play the game. Troy Aikman? He's like, no. And she went through everybody, like got to Al Michaels. and Rich is like, yeah, no, it's not him. She's like, well, please don't tell me it's Joe Buck. He's like, it is. He's a good friend of mine. Why would you say that? She said, you know what? I don't know. I just know that I saw him in a commercial and he looks like a smug ass. And Rich was like, well, he's not. He's a great guy. Just talk to him. And so, the rest is now we've got 7-year-olds.
See? It's a nice, heartwarming story.
Yeah.
She hated him, right? But then she grew
to accept him.
He is a smug a-hole.
Being a smug a-hole that I love.
By the way, there's a couple things in that just triggered my memory. First of all, what's Ryan Clark's podcast name? I'm Sorry? Because is it every single week that he apologizes for something asinine that he says?
Right. Like, what was it? It was the thing with the LSU, with the tragic story of the LSU player that died. Then he had to apologize for that.
Him and
Van
Van
have all the
Pelt.
him and SVP, they didn't have all the facts of that. They were too quick to go out there and throw their opinion out. And then before that, what was it with Peter Schrager who came over from NFL Network? He did the whole...
He dismissed him. You didn't play. You can't answer that question, sort of deal.
Why are athletes still pulling that card?
Because when they have nothing else to say, that's their default.
ESPN pulled that guy away from NFL Network, is paying him to sit there at the desk and on the panel with you. And that's what Ryan Clark thinks of his colleague right there. And there were rumblings that it was even worse offset. Like either after or before they had done that segment.
Here's what you do. You want to come at Peter Schrager?
Sorry.
You look at him and you say, hey, why do you look like the love child of Jonah Hill and Jay Cutler?
That's not bad.
That's what you say.
That's pretty good.
And he also brought up Rich Eisen there. I forgot to bring up this point. I don't know what naked pictures Rich Eisen and Kurt Warner have of people in power, but the only thing that made that Sunday morning football game worse between the Jets and the Broncos was having to listen to those two. Oh, my God. Look, I'm not saying that every single play-by-play grouping has to sound like Gus Johnson, just going crazy all the time.
And I don't even think Gus does Gus Johnson all the time anymore.
Did Rich
With the
Eisen
Buckeyes, he
and
didn't do
Kurt
it ever.
Warner, like, is their pregame ritual to shoot up heroin? My God, they suck.
I love how much you hate them.
They're
You
terrible.
Can't stand Rich and
you
Kurt.
can say
and they're
Rich
just gonna
Eisen,
keep feeding you them
he's,
for the
he's
London
good
game.
on the desk. He's good at Sports Center. Whatever, man. He's been around for a long time. Let him live. But Rich Eisen, the play-by-play guy, yuck.
It just sort of...
I'd rather have Eric Collins.
Eric Collins. Oh, my God! Did you see that pass by Bo Nix? He went nuts for that Panthers game. I don't need to see that kind of stuff for a national broadcast.
I would take him over Rich Eisen.
Rich is good in his lane. And while he doesn't make me regurgitate like he does for you, clearly, I don't know who else would they put on that.
Warner.
Kurt.
Looks like a deranged Santa. Got that white beard. Everybody thinks he's so wholesome. No, man. There's secrets going to come out about that guy. That guy's got a prostitute problem.
Bad stuff. No, bad
I'm
stuff.
telling you.
Kurt, he pulled himself up by his bootstraps.
No.
Went from bagging groceries to in the Hall of Fame.
I want to point out, I don't know if he has a prostitute problem. He just looks like the type of guy who would have a prostitute problem. Don't you ever see that? Like you look at some guy.
Oh, you were just making it clear about Kurt Warner.
I just want to make it clear.
Is that what you were doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like I see some guys, like it's always like weathermen too. Not that work at 10 TV. All right? Not them.
No.
They're
They
good,
would never.
clean boys.
They would never.
But sometimes you look at a weather guy and he just got that look to him. Like he can't wait to go home and feverishly stroke himself.
I mean, it seems like also all over the place. You are not seeing in local TV and various markets like older, more like distinguished people. It's like it's so many
you wanna know
young
why?
people are just being influxed
Because
into
they actually have to pay the older and distinguished people.
That
so
is
they
it.
hire people right off the turnip truck.
That is it.
That make less than the Chipotle person.
It is a lot of folks that are right out of college, and there's a lot of turnover in that game right now.
There's a murder here. Anyway, back to you.
So I guess what I'm saying is most people, to me, they just look like children. It's just an industry of children.
They can't scan your alcohol at the Giant Eagle.
No.
They got to call the supervisor over.
Nobody is able to drink a beer.
Why do we do that? It's like you're not of legal age, so you can't go boop and scan it over the thing.
I don't understand
They got to call a manager over so you can scan it.
No.
Waste everybody's time.
I don't understand it. There was a stupid rule. We were taking our trip to Chicago when we were still in college, but we were all of drinking age. We were all 22 years old. And you remember when you had your driver's license and it was in that 4-year span when you were going to turn 21, but you didn't have to go and renew your license yet because it's valid for what, a 4-year period or something? And so the dummies at Wrigley would not let you get a beer if you had like a tab that said not 21 until, even if it was after that date. You're like, yeah, it says not 21 until 2022 or 2002, February 20th. Well, yes, this is July, so I'm 21. And we can't sell you the beer. You got a tab on your license. I'm like, yes, it's after that date. It's got a tab. I'm like, I want old style. Hey, red tab.
First of all,
okay,
you don't want old style.
No, I wanted old style.
They're saving you.
I wanted cheap light beer. I wanted Pope beer.
Oh, did you see the Pope the other day?
Pope no likey the Cubs.
Something.
Yeah, that's your Pope.
Pope's going down in his Pope mobile. He's got like the people on the side, and one of the patrons says, "Hey, go Cubs!" Knowing that the Pope is a White Sox fan. First of all, why do you go to the Vatican to heckle the Pope? What's the matter with you?
Right? That's a new one. Heckling the Pope.
What are we doing here? All right, and he looks right at that guy and says, "He didn't say, 'Oh, bless you, son,' and just move on." He said, "Hey, Cubs lost." That's my Pope.
Yeah.
That's a new sitcom on NBC. That's my Pope.
That's a dumb heckler, too, because you're heckling the Pope and your team lost. You heckle if you win, not when you're a loser.
Loser.
Jail.
Oh, that's tomorrow, but yes. All right, come on. Give me a number.
7.
Call number 7 right now. 614-821-9710 gets a pair of tickets to see the Jackets and the Lightning this weekend. Jackets tickets available now at bluejackets.com. Of course, a big one against the Avalanche tonight. Coverage starts at 6:30. They're honoring Cam Atkinson. He signed his one-day contract, so he retires as a member of the Blue Jackets. All right, coming up, there are some good, clean girls in the state of Oklahoma. That's in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Watch for some traffic backing up due to an accident that's on Carl Road between East Cook Road and Ferris Road. And you're going to hit a couple-minute delay due to a crash that's on the right shoulder of southbound 270 on the west outer belt between Cemetery Road and Roberts Road. This report is sponsored by Custom Air. You're not just a homeowner, you're also a heating system that comes with a blanket owner. You need heating built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard. Visit customairco.com for your estimate today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic, sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
If the estimate from the big garage door company has you considering an offshore account, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, a trusted Columbus staple. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeStoreSystems.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet Store.
Visit the Good Feet Store today. Walk-ins are always welcome. Visit the Good Feet Store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road at Grove City.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
One watches QVC religiously. The other studies Paige Spirinak's golf swing. This is Man and Timmy.
Mikey, how honest of a guy are you? Have you ever had any situations where you had to fess up or you had to come clean about something because you just couldn't live with yourself? Or I had a situation where I actually did find an envelope filled with cash.
Where was this?
Type of thing you dream about, right? Sarah and I were strolling around after dinner. We were waiting to go to a movie. We were near one of the malls, and we popped into a Target. We had a couple things we wanted to get, so we popped into Target. And I ventured back to, like, the electronics section. Looking back where, the TVs are, and then the video game aisles are right there. And just sitting there on the floor was an envelope that was from a bank, and there was probably somewhere around $500 cash in this thing in 20s.
And you were a good, clean boy.
I was a good, clean boy.
And turned it in. See, I would have done the same exact thing.
And you know what I actually thought was possibly done? And you know what? I couldn't do anything about it. I left it at the desk, at the electronic counter desk, closest to where I found it. And Sarah was saying, well, yeah, but what if those guys choose to steal the money themselves? I said, well, you know what? That karma is off of me, and that transfers onto them. I can only do what I think is right
about it?
and leave it right there because it's not my cash. And if it were me, I'd be freaking out if I dropped something and lost that much money.
I would also turn in the money 50% because it's just the right thing to do. It's not my money. but also 50% because I would be scared that like John Stossel from 2020 would pop out from behind one of the.
You're being filmed.
Like, oh, what would you do? And you kept the money. And then I'm on national television. Everybody knows who I am, that I'm stealing money.
See, you saying 50% too had me thinking about if you were going in another place, like 50% would be the fee for me finding it.
No. I would hand it in.
I'll take half and then I'll give half
because
of it back
it's the
to
right
you.
thing to do.
No.
Half because I'm afraid that 2020 would jump out and shame me.
At least it's better than getting caught by like Chris Hansen.
Well, Chris Hansen got caught. Don't you remember?
I don't.
Yeah. Big scandal for him.
Chris Hansen, he didn't get caught like doing the things that he would do on
but
to
what
catch
did he
a
get
predator,
caught for,
did
Teddy?
he?
It was
that would be ironic.
He got caught for stepping out on his wife or
okay, just to like
doing
cheating.
something.
Just basic. Not that that's great.
I don't think he was going for an 11-year-old.
Good. Because that would be worse. Much, much worse.
Why don't you have a little seat here?
That show.
Why would you sit?
It's so uncomfortable.
Just, you know what? At that point,
let's just come on in here.
I know I'm cooked. I just walk right out and have him arrest me.
Creepy man.
I'm not going to give you the satisfaction.
Just a guy in a suit that's all put together walks out of the darkness in the house. It's always like the refrigerator light or the little light that's underneath the microwave.
Why are you here? Why? I just say, hey, I didn't know you were here, sir.
I was just coming to my buddy's house.
Yeah, you got 19 pounds of lube in your backpack.
Hey, John, you up there? Hey, John, I'm here. Ready to watch the game? You've got lots of baby oil there, sir.
Well, we have emails from you. No, wasn't me. Fake news.
So
you can get away with anything now by just saying that. No, not me.
So anyway, there does seem to be a group of good, clean girls out in Oklahoma. This was a nice story. You talk about doing the right thing, doing the honest thing. A high school girls basketball team is said to have proved that there are still good folks in the world.
All right.
After they took an unprecedented step of returning a championship that it had won after realizing they had actually lost the title clinching game. You're saying, well, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. What the hell are you talking about? I didn't get that at first either when I read that.
Is it like the television infomercial where it's like, Coach, I touched it. And then they go tell the referee, and it's like, what's an honesty?
Right.
Pass it on.
Honesty.
Meanwhile, if you're one of the teammates of that girl, you wait till she goes in the locker room and beat the hell out of her.
I can see the NBC thing, the more you know, like going across the screen. So I'm reading that. I'm saying, well, wait a minute. How do you win a game but lose the game? Like, where's the turn there? So here is what the issue was. There was an error in this basketball game with the scoreboard. I can understand that. Lower levels of the game. At some point, you might even have volunteers. Like I even know in our middle school games here this year, they needed people to run the scoreboard, be the chain gang, sometimes even coach. I mean, Ike Hilliard came in and coached one of the games.
You were just sitting on that one all day, weren't you?
There's
just waiting to put that in.
Things that happen. So they win this game 44-43. So it was a barn burner. They won by 1 point, but the head coach felt something was off. You know, like something just doesn't seem right to you, but it was early in the game and then it doesn't get corrected, and it's not your job, like you're coaching the game. If something gets missed on the scoreboard, that's up to other people to figure that out and correct it. It never did, but something felt right or wrong, and the coach said, as soon as I walked into the locker room, my stomach kind of turned in knots, and I said, I'm going to need to know if we really won this game or not, because early on, a score got put up there that shouldn't have. And so when the game ended, this academy that won 44-43 on a last-second shot actually lost the game 43-42. They lost by 1 point. So even though that they legally would retain the championship and they have to stand on it being the result because the Oklahoma Secondary School Activities Association the rules say, and they're very binding rules, they say that once a game is finished, the score becomes permanent, and there's no way to change the outcome of the completed game. The rules are very clear about that, Mike.
If they don't have the rules,
there's chaos. They're very clear
in
about
my mind,
what they state.
The entire board is comprised of the pioneer woman and her family. That's what Oklahoma is good for.
I believe the Pioneer Woman had a dog that there was a book series about.
Sure.
That dog was very popular. But the Academy coach, Brendan King, said, no. I don't care what the rules say. Because he went to his team, told the player after he watched the video of every single score to verify that they did actually lose the game. And all of the players, this was unanimous. They decided to appeal. They went through the league and appealed their own victory with the association to take it away so that the other team would be recognized for their rightful win.
You didn't lose on a last-second shot, okay?
No, they actually hit a shot to still lose by one.
But what I'm saying is this happened earlier in the game. Let's say that didn't get counted irregularly, right? You don't know how you coach the rest of the game. You don't know how the rest of the game goes.
That's a fair point,
right?
That
you
is
can't just
totally
say,
fair.
well, they gave us a point we shouldn't have way back half an hour ago, so that means we would have lost the game. No, that means they made an error 20 minutes ago. Nobody caught it, and you would have coached and played a completely different game had that scoring error not happened. Who knows if you would have won or lost?
I am not saying that it makes you dirty, bad, awful girls if you don't do anything.
Don't ever say that again. Just that coming out of your mouth. Dirty, bad, awful girls. Stop it. Sick F.
I don't know if I said it in that voice, in that cadence, the way that you did, but point taken, I will not say that again. But you know what I mean. They could have kept their championship for everything that you said, because, your emotion levels are probably going to differ at points throughout the game.
Absolutely.
If you think that you have that extra bucket, like you said, the way that you coach,
as
different
1
sets
plus
that you
1
call,
equals 2.
It's not.
So you know what? Hell with that coach. And the girls, they're going by what their coach wants to do.
So is this like a go to jail? Did this turn into a good, clean girls to just straight up go to jail? You guys suck.
No, the girls are fine. The coach is
They
annoying me.
didn't want their win. They want to give their win to the other team.
Well, of course they don't want it because their coach probably gave them a big speech about how they're all going to hell if they keep the championship. Oh, coach, we don't want to go to hell. You're dirty. You're dirty girls.
You just said not to say that again.
That's what the coach said.
Dirty, bad, awful girls.
You're dirty, bad, and awful. Oh, coach, we don't want to be dirty, bad, and awful. Yeah, then sign this piece of paper.
And you're naughty, too.
Oh, you're naughty.
You're very, very naughty, bad, dirty, and awful. You guys are just treacherous.
You're not appealing for a championship. You're appealing for your soul.
Good Lord is not going to look down fondly upon this.
I'd be running around with the trophy over my head. Yeah. How you like it?
How do you like me now?
I like it pretty.
Stole that bucket.
Back in the second quarter, I couldn't help but notice that someone had their toe on the line, and you counted it as a 3, but it really should have been a 2, and we lost by 1 point, so we lose.
You think Kansas is going to
shut up?
Take back one of their tournament wins because JoJo White's foot was out of bounds on video review?
I'm not saying steal something that's not yours, but you won the game. You won the game. There was an officiating error. I get it. Don't give the trophy back. Enjoy it.
Maybe they can just saw the trophy in half.
No, I don't want it that way.
I take half. No, let them have it.
Just let them.
Well, I guess they're the
true champion would rather give it away than see it destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is stop and go and causing a 5-minute delay on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 East and West Split. And we have a 10-minute holdup due to an accident that's on eastbound 33 at 270 on the West Outer Belt. It's slow from Post Road. This report is sponsored by RRFoundationSpecialist.com. Trust R&R Foundation Specialists for expert waterproofing and foundation solutions. Family owned, honest, and thorough. No hidden fees, just proven results. Stop leaks and moisture before they spread. Visit RRFoundationSpecialist.com to schedule your free assessment today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment
On any 4-tire purchase.
and Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyear's and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
A government shutdown affects everybody. It means missed paychecks for our troops. It means delays for critical services for ordinary Americans. And it disrupts the work Congressman Mike Carey does to deliver results for his constituents. Like voting for the Social Security Fairness Act to get public servants like police, firefighters, and teachers their full Social Security benefits on time and without delay. Mike Carey also voted for a continuing resolution to keep the government open while budget negotiations continue. It passed the House with bipartisan support, but failed to pass the Senate, and the government still shuddered. Congressman Mike Carey urges our senators to put politics aside and reopen our government before innocent Americans are harmed further by the shutdown. To learn more about Congressman Mike Carey's bipartisan efforts to reopen our government, call Congressman Carey's office at 614-927-6902 or visit carey.house.gov. Paid for with official funds from the office of Mike Carey.
Everybody poops, everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody. We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
The Fan has a new tailgate destination. Join us before every home game at the O Patio and Pub on Lane.
Sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers, Jameson Whiskey and Coors Light.
See you Saturday, friends.
You know that thing you've always been too scared to go for? It seems like you'll never have the guts. Then a cancer diagnosis. And doing that thing becomes way less scary. I would know. I've always wanted a black belt. And today, the only thing standing in my way is a few wooden boards. It's been a lot of hard work and 5 years since I beat cancer at Ohio Health. Bring it on. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival returns May 14 through 17, 2026. The Black Parade is coming to Columbus with My Chemical Romance. And just announced, Bring Me the Horizon. Every sky will build my Over 40 bands announced so far, with nearly 100 more coming soon. Get your early bird passes now. Sonic Temple, May 14th through 17th in Columbus, Ohio. Secure your pass for only $1 down at sonictemplefestival.com.
Bills piling up? CME can help you wrap up your debt into one simple, manageable signature loan with rates starting as low as 8.75% APR. Let CME help you unwrap peace of mind. APR from 8.75%. Terms and eligibility apply. Visit CMEFCU.org.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, we've got a problem at Pella.
I like where this is going.
Because of Pella's reputation and quality, a lot of folks assume that we're out of budget.
Oh, that's too... Oh, I hate hearing.
But we've actually got 5 awesome window lines that fit any budget, from the $300,000 to the $3 million home, and far from the most expensive.
So you actually don't have a problem. Awesome.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Just announced. Get 0% financing for 60 months on all 2025 Tucson and Tucson hybrids. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit ends 11/3.
We're running around shirtless because hockey is back. It's Blue Jackets week. Proud to be your flagship home for Jackets hockey. The Fan.
Buckeyes Show coming up at the top of the hour. Beamer and Pat Murphy out there today, getting ready to entertain you. And then It's Jackets time at 6:30. Jackets and Avalanche catch all the action right here on the Fan.
Let's get this win. Come on. Time to win this game at home. You got to win the next two here at home while you have this, and special teams needs to be much, much better. Let's
take
do it for Cam
advantage
Atkinson.
of
Come
your
on.
power play opportunities, and if you find yourself in the penalty box, let's try and actually kill off a penalty.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's kill them all tonight. No power play goals for the opposition tonight. That's the goal.
You were telling me that for some reason they're going to open up a Titanic-themed restaurant.
No, it's actually a hotel.
Oh, it's a hotel?
Yeah, it's actually a hotel. It's even wilder than that, just a restaurant. We've had, themed restaurants before. We've got Hard Rock Cafe. Planet Hollywood was always popular.
Yeah, but
we talked about the ESPN zone being a thing.
Those are all dead.
Well,
because people just stopped liking that crap.
They're mostly dead. I thought we discussed, isn't Planet Hollywood still hanging on?
There's like a couple
Rainforest
locations.
Cafe.
Right. What I mean is they're not really banging in middle America too much anymore.
No. So I saw this on the Dispatch. It says that a Titanic-themed boutique hotel is being planned. It's just being planned right now. It's not a certainty. It's estimated to be a $30 million project.
This is locally here. It's not like they're doing this in Vegas.
No. This is for Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, I want to be very clear about that. It was in the Columbus Dispatch, not about being somewhere else, about being here. Estimated $30 million project slated to open in early 2028 in one of our qualified opportunity zones. I don't know what that jargon means. They do not have a site just yet. And they've already got the name for the hospitality group, Unsinkable Hotels. Come on. A brand of startup hospitality company, Historical Hospitality Group, Inc. They're making plans for their first ever property to be located right here in Columbus.
Seems very odd. Of all the places to have a Titanic-themed hotel, you would think maybe, Newfoundland, because it was off the coast of Newfoundland. Or Belfast, Ireland, where they made the ship.
Where did it depart from? Was it
England?
Was it just it was in England at a port off the coast of England?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't know if it was Ireland.
They made a stop there, I think.
And it was heading for New York City. So
we're overthinking this.
Yeah, well, why Columbus, Ohio? I don't know. There's
how far are they going to go with this theme? Like, is Billy Zane going to chase you down and shoot you?
That's one of the experiences.
He's not doing anything. He's a loser.
You know how people play laser tag at fancy hotels in Las Vegas, like that will be like a holographic Billy Zane will be chasing you and shooting you with his silver-plated pistol.
You Kate Winslet and you put on something slutty and then Jack sketches you.
Look at my boobies, Jack.
Yeah, there's that. Draw me like one of your French gals. There's that. There's one of the experiences where you have to push away as many women and children to get to a lifeboat. There's that. There's be in the string quartet.
How about a really selfish old woman who just takes a very expensive piece of jewelry, throws it in the ocean? What a dumb broad.
There's also the dodge the propeller game. They put a big, giant propeller up there at the end of one of the hallways, and you have to try to jump through it without getting chopped into bits.
Sounds great. You know what? Put me down for a room reservation.
Yeah, it says there's going to be a squash court that's modeled after the one that was featured on the real ship. I didn't know anything about the squash court.
That's what the ship's known for, squash.
There'll be live musicians.
That go down with the ship?
That go down with the ship.
It's been my pleasure playing with you all.
Keep it light. Keep it cheery. Keep it light. Yeah.
All right, sounds like a stupid idea.
Sounds dumb.
Thank you. Back page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Oh, look, there's an airline out here. This is the Canadian airline WestJet. You ever find yourself on a WestJet?
Can't say that I have.
I can't even say that I've ever heard of that. So passengers that travel on that are soon going to have to pay for the ability to recline certain seats. God, can you feel like more of a bum?
What do? You put quarters in the armrests?
My God. I mean, there's budget airlines, and then there's budget airlines.
Sir,
Paying to recline?
if you want your seat to vibrate like that, you got to put a quarter in the slot.
Weirdo
Like the
Rama.
motel bed.
Russ, the bed was very soft. What is going on right here? The budget airline that pioneered affordable airfare for Canadian travelers confirmed to ABC News that it is reconfiguring all 43 acquired aircraft that are currently all economy from a defunct airlines called Swoop, Lynx, and Sunwing. I've never heard of any of those. Are we even sure that these planes can fly? I don't know.
You got to pay extra for that. You want to go the whole way?
This made me think.
Oh, I thought we were just drop out of the sky halfway through.
I've never flown. Is it Spirit? Is that the one, the yellow planes that are kind of our main ones in the States that are full-on economy planes, cheaper airfares?
There's a couple
don't
of them.
pay for the bags.
Isn't like easy, like JetBlue and
JetBlue. I feel like
don't know.
Spirit, though, the yellow one's been the
back in the
cheapest.
day-
And it flies maybe out of Rickenbacker here.
We had our own budget airline that was based right here in Columbus called Skybus. Were you here for Skybus, or was this before your time?
Skybus must have been before my time here.
It lasted
I've never
like,
been
what,
on it.
Teddy, 6 months and then went under? It was based here. Like, this was the hub for Skybus.
You had Hooters Air for a while. Do you remember that?
A little Hooters.
That was a real thing. I remember my grandparents flew Hooters several times. Took them down to Myrtle Beach.
Wow, so you got to
Great
go to
way.
Myrtle Beach.
Great
What are
way
you
to go
doing?
down to Myrtle, huh?
Nice.
It is nice.
Stop calling the flight attendant, Pop.
He couldn't.
I need more 3 Mile Island sauce.
He kept
for my
calling-
wings.
He kept calling a flight attendant Toots, and he got in trouble.
Not on Hooters Air. Are you kidding?
He can't get
They don't even have a little call button. You just pinch their ass as they go down the highway. It's Hooters Air, baby.
It's like a ping. Just pinch the ace instead.
Instead of the no smoking sign, they got a little thing that
It's
says
just-
zip up
it's
your
just
pants.
cheeks. No, it's just cheeks.
Oh, we got some turbulence. You may want to zip up. Don't want to have any something about Mary problems here.
Oh, my God.
Franks and beans. Hey, Ted, good show today, huh?
Excellent.
Really one for the archives. Call Marconi.
Okay.
We'll see you tomorrow. Go to jail Friday. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got an accident that's on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt after 71. Police are on scene there, causing some extra holdup. And we've got a 10-minute delay on westbound 670 between International Gateway and 315. This report is sponsored by Starbucks. The pumpkin spice latte is back at Starbucks, handcrafted with their signature espresso and real pumpkin sauce, then topped with whipped cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. PSL, get it while it's hot or iced, only at Starbucks. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan.